Um, we had, it was funny when we went in. I said to Jeff, I said, well, what do you want me to do? You want me to pay through Wednesday night, Tuesday night, Monday night? And for some unknown reason, I'm standing in front of the girl and I said, I'm going to pay through Sunday night, checking out Monday, but we can just uh, extend if. And she said, yeah, that'll be fine. Do not ask me why, after discussing it with Jeff to pay through Monday or Tuesday night, that I decided suddenly that it was Sunday night I was going to do it. And so then we found out about the storm. It's not supposed to come in until tomorrow night, but there was like 80% chance of rain today. Now it hasn't rained today, but we didn't want to drive home in the rain and try to get the camper unloaded in the rain. The camper needs to be buttoned up and everything for this. So it was like, okay, so let's go on home Monday night. Well, I had only paid through Sunday night, so that worked real well. And then Sunday morning, we had trouble with the Jeep. It would not start. We couldn't go anywhere. We were afraid we weren't even going to be able to tow it home because if there's not enough juice to unlock the steering column and do all that stuff, it won't work. We're not exactly sure what's wrong with it. He thinks there may be something in the steering column that's like a, hi Susan and Patricia and Teresa, that the steering column's got something.
Hi ladies, we're glad you're here.
Some little bug in it. It's like an electrical.
Teresa, anyway. Hi Mom, I'm home.
Hi Mom.
We're glad you're home.
So everything worked wonderfully yesterday, and we got in earlier than I expected, and we got a lot more done yesterday than I could even have hoped for. So that was a good thing because
we're glad you're here.
That meant that I didn't have as much to do today, and Jeffrey this morning got everything moved to high ground, and it hasn't started raining yet. You could cut the water outside with a knife, but
oh boy,
it hasn't started to rain. Hi, Karen Sue. So we were lucky in that way, but we've got everything ready. They still do not know exactly where it's going to go. Most likely we're going to get the east side. Not a lot of problem except for rain. And the problem, we weren't really worried about the storm. We were worried about the rain because, when Sally hit, we had 14 inches of water in the front yard.
Yes, you did.
So, hi, Kathy. Hi, Susie. So,
hey, Kathy. Hi, Susie. Hi, Karen.
Today we're just all working on whatever we want to work on.
But I have something to show y'all guys first.
Here, let me make you bigger.
Oh,
because we're all kind of squishing the camera.
Okay. This is the lid off of they're like little dehydrator, dehumidifier containers. They have little white balls in them, and you can buy them different places. It's like damp rid, or it draws the moisture out of the air into those balls. It's a chemical reaction, and then the balls turn into water. Hi, Nashville. And this is the lid off of that container that keeps you from putting your fingers through the paper that's on top. And this morning, the one in the laundry room was full of water, and so I was switching it out. And these come from Dollar Tree, the ones I have bought, and this lid was on there, so it's like, that edge is going to get taken off of there, and I have a new stencil.
Something else to look for at Dollar Tree.
Yep. So use it and then use a stencil. So, okay, you can make me little again. Okay, just a second.
Hey, Nash. Hi, Susan. Hi. Let's see, who else came in? Oh, Juanita came in. Hi, Juanita.
Is that better, or is it better the other way?
Well,
it's probably better, bigger.
I was going to say, this is probably better, I would think. But, because you can see more of what everybody's doing.
Yeah. So what do y'all think in chat? Do you like it like this better, or do you like it vertical like this better. We're up closer this way, but you can see more this way. I'm going to leave it like this until I hear from y'all.
and I just moved my camera a little closer, and for you, Lisa, they definitely can see more by, what they're doing.
Yeah.
Candy says triangular.
That's the way this is, I think.
Teresa says not vertical. Teresa says not vertical. Nashville says second.
Is this the second one, Nash?
I think this is what they want, is this way.
Not vertical. Yeah, Teresa says not vertical. Cool.
Okay. All right.
Here's
well,
to everybody.
Right Susan says she likes vertical. Oh, dear.
Sorry, Susan. You got outvoted.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. Well,
Lisa is cutting things.
I'm going to cut some things, and I just realized I have all these things that I've gathered in the probably last year that I have not done anything on my Big Shot. So
now you should make yourself bigger, Lisa.
Okay, I'm going to do a quick show and tell before I cut things. Hi, Mindy.
Oh, I like that clock.
Isn't that great? And it's one of these that you can put chipboard or whatever through.
Oh, nice.
So I think that's fun. It was on clearance at Hobby Lobby for $3.74. So that's like...
That's good.
That's not even just 25%. I mean, 75% off. It's more than that. I'm just not sure how much. I was going to say they had another sticker on underneath this one. It says $6.24, which would have been 75% off. So this is like 89% off or something. I don't know. Which makes me wonder if there's something wrong with it, which means we're going to use it and find out. But anyway, that's this one. And then I got this one, little bitty leaves. And I've got this big one that's just a big maple leaf. That is a maple leaf, right?
Yeah.
So see, I
better
could have done this one earlier, and for fall, but I didn't. And then here's some snowflakes that I can use for Christmas, for my Christmas journal. So I'm going to set those aside for that. And that reminds me, where did I put that? Oh, where's my Christmas stuff? I've been grabbing Christmas stuff and sticking it in a bag so it would all be together. And I had some, oh, here they are. I had a couple of things that I got for Christmas off of Amazon, so I'll show you those too. I got that stencil, which I just love.
That's beautiful.
Oh, pretty.
So I can't wait to use that one. And then I got, I've stuck this one inside here that didn't come with it, but I got this stencil for Christmas. And then I got this one, which you have a tree form here, and then you have this tree form, and all those little things will cut, and then you can pop them out, so it makes it three-dimensional.
Three-dimensional. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
which
cool.
I thought would be fun. So I got those all for Christmas, along with those little snowflakes. And then here's a kind of leafy, flowery one. I haven't used it either. I've got a lot of these I haven't used besides these leaves. Tanya, did you send me these leaves, or were we talking about some leaves somewhere else?
I may have, but I can't remember because I
know at that scrapbooking store we talked about some leaves, but I couldn't remember if you sent me these or if I ordered them.
You must have ordered them, because I decided we decided that the ones they had, that's what it was. Okay, they were very much like that, and they were way too expensive.
Yeah. which is
They were.
why I'm glad I made that choice because to not get the ones that you saw because I already had this.
Uh-huh.
I forgot.
Yeah, they were like $20, even though they were going to be discounted. They were just too pricey. Excuse me, just a minute. Hi, Barb.
Yes,
And
hi, Barb.
Mary.
Hi,
And
Mary. Hi,
I'm
Barb.
not sure
Oh,
who
hi,
else I
Mary.
missed. And I'm sorry if I missed somebody because I think there was somebody else up there. So I'll look and you can go ahead and talk.
Laura. Hi, Laura.
Laura, okay.
We're glad you're all here. Anyway, then here's this stencil, which I thought would be fun for Christmas too. This one I also thought would be fun doing one of those carved
Oh, hi,
books
Laura.
and adding this back with some animals or something.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
I saw one of the ones on Pinterest looked a little bit like this. Hi, Sherry. Of course, it would be a cheater way to do it, but
Oh, that's a nice one. I like that.
yeah. And this one was 75% off at Hobby Lobby too. So you've got 4 different ones. I thought it would be fun to print these out and make, use them as stencils.
Oh, yeah. Cut them out
They're
and then use them.
small, but you can still use it. You can use them as art or you can use them as stencils and then use that as art. Either way. But I'll show you how big they are because they're not very big. Okay. How do you?
No, but they'd still make fun stencils.
Yeah, they would.
Kathy says that's the same tree stencil that she has. Those are really cool.
So.
Oh, I like those.
I'm looking forward to using those too. And I may stick them in with the stuff that I'm going to use in the Christmas book because I think they will go good in there. If I can figure out how to get this back together. There we go. So I'm going to be doing quite a bit of, Tanya and I had talked about next year. One of the things we wanted to do was use up our scraps and cut a bunch of things out with our machines. And so
you're just getting a jump start.
I'm just getting a jump start, yeah. But most of what I'm doing right now is for a specific project or for Christmas.
Yeah.
And these I bought specifically for this project that I'm fixing to do. And that's what I'm going to work on right now is these layered flowers.
Ooh, I like those.
I ordered these, I think, off of Amazon too. But I also got some embossing folders. And this one says, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. So, and I love that scripture. So I like that. Those are good words to have in the background
Good
of something.
Words.
Yeah.
Good words.
And then here is this, which is pretty. So those I got off of Amazon too. And these are both by Darice, D-A-R-I-C-E, Darice Embossing Essentials.
Joanne,
the flower dyes are, oh no, I ordered these. I ordered these off of something I saw on Facebook, actually. It's one of the few things I've ordered off of something I saw on Facebook that turned out to be a good deal. But it's Coco and Reno, C-O-C-O and R-E-N-O, Coco and Reno Floral is all it says. It doesn't have a number or anything. But they do a monthly kit. And if you get them in their monthly kit, you can get it cheaper if you buy them every month. But I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to buy one, so I paid a little more for it. But I really love those.
Oh,
so that's true. That's true, Juanita. I'm glad you're here. And I do want to do that with some of my singles. I don't know how they'll turn out because singles are not as balanced. And so I don't know how they'll turn out, but it'll be fun to do that. But for what I'm doing today, I'm going to use these. But this is the other one I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. And I just love this one. I was so excited that it was $4.99. And I may use some of these leaves to go with
nice.
I know. It's exciting, huh?
Yeah.
Those are really good prices. Golly.
I know
Well,
they were 75% off. If you grab them, then they're really worth it.
yeah, if you get Hobby Lobby when they're on clearance, they're pretty good. But they're it's hard to always get in there on the right day.
It is, but I rarely buy them unless I always use a coupon if I
Right.
if I
Mm-hmm.
don't if they're not on sale. But they're not on sale real often. But when they are, it's worth looking. So every time I go in there, I go check just in case.
Oh yeah.
But
When they clearance stuff, they do a good job of clearancing it.
yeah,
That's how I got my Big Shot. Was on their clearance.
oh, that's cool. I ended up paying. Well, I ordered mine off of Amazon, and because it was cheaper than the price at Hobby Lobby, and when I ordered it, it came with something extra if I ordered it off of Amazon that wasn't in the box at Hobby Lobby. I can't remember what it was. It was a long time ago. It may have been this thing, but I'm not positive. I may have ordered this separate, but I love this.
Yeah, they had them marked 75% off, which I thought was kind of weird. They had parts of them marked that way and then parts of them not. So it was like, okay, well,
some of them have been sitting in the store too long, I guess.
I think so. So
okay, I'm gonna try out this this clock with something. Oh, I have a good idea just for kicks, because it's something I probably will not be using very much of, so I might as well use it this way.
Mindy or Lisa, did you answer Mindy's question as to which company made the flower dye?
I did.
Okay.
I'll answer it again just in case, but it's Coco and Reno.
Oh, Coco and Reno. Yes, you did. You told her. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I've got this wild cardstock paper, and so I'm going to use that to do my clock. I think cardstock will work the best, and so I'm going to see if we can do two, just for kicks at once, because you can do that generally with these dies. We'll test it.
Oh, right with that big steel rule die, you probably can. Huh.
Okay. And I don't need this with this die.
Way too much.
I just need
way too much.
Uh-oh. Sounds like Barbara got way too much paint.
Oh. I got way too much.
Let me go back to our where we're all working. Sorry.
Well, you'll just see me doing way too much paint.
Teresa says it may be too thick to go through the machine, but with that steel rule die, I don't think it'll be a problem.
I've done it before with other ones, and it worked. So I'm assuming it will work. But
hi, Becky.
Hey, Beck.
Hi, Becky. Glad you're here. Amen. How wonderful to have friends to take a break with. I agree. I agree. Well, there's one clock hand. I guess the motion probably carries, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'll be glad when this storm comes and goes, though, because it's giving me an ornery little headache.
Yes, I know what that's like. That's not fun.
It's just, like I said, the weather outside is just nasty, sticky,
Pre-hurricane, pre-storm.
Yeah.
I remember living in Dallas watching those storms come. Ugh.
I had 2 pieces of paper, so I made 4.
Oh.
I didn't
Well.
realize that. I was going, what is the deal? And then I realized.
Mm-hmm.
You made 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, these cut way different from those thinlit kind.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love steel rule dies.
Okay. Oh, that reminds me. The other one I got, that one with the bird that I was going to do fabric.
Uh-huh.
I want to do that real quick too before I move on to my real project of the day.
Teresa, yeah, and it's supposed to come through quick too.
Well, I'm not
Ooh,
hating that.
that's pretty.
Oh, I love it.
Not half bad. So that's just dumping them on there, and this is carefully putting them through the
Let
stencil.
me make you big so people can see that better.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
So this is the one where I carefully put them through the stencil with the markers. And this is where I dump the alcohol inks on top.
2 completely different looks, but both lovely.
2 completely different. Cool. Hi, Candy. I didn't see you come in. Thanks, Becky.
Well,
yeah,
I figured out.
I'm going to try that again. That looks like fun.
Yeah, do it. Go for it.
Yeah, we want to see you do that.
If you like it once, try it again.
Okay. Yeah. Well, my 4th
Trying.
one didn't come out as good. But that's all right.
Well, you know what I'm going to do just for fun? Just for fun.
Okay.
I think I'm about to the end of that one.
It's bad when your favorite is wore out. All gone.
Your favorite one wore out?
Paint. She's
Oh, yeah.
That one.
I bought 2 more. I bought 1 more of each yesterday.
Okay.
Yes. I love this little stencil.
Very few paints I run out and buy another one of. Copper probably is the only one I do that with. I immediately go buy another one. When
Right.
It looks like it's going to be out, huh?
Yeah.
Right there. Okay. Let's try. Trying some different.
We're watching.
Why ever not?
Oh, that's what fun is, to do something different.
Sure.
What's a roly hickey, Teresa? She said she put her roly hickey in a safe place and now she can't find
Probably
it.
her brayer. Hi, Deborah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I probably her.
Hey, Deborah.
Her what you call it?
She put it in a safe place. She can't find it.
Hi, Deborah. Hi, Sherry.
Well, at least it's safe, Teresa.
Oh, and they've been looking for Scott's computer glasses. I was trying to figure out what Scott lost. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's
well, they
not
thought.
good.
Hi, Sherry. They thought maybe he'd left them.
Hey, Sherry.
At his old job. So that's not going to work, to have it there. Okay, so that's good.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Teresa. She says she just bought it so she could play with us when we play. Now she can't find it.
Oh no.
Buy another one and then you'll find it.
Oh,
That's right.
always the case. I know as soon as I order those 2 books I can't find, that's where they'll be. I'll
Yeah.
find them.
Coming down. Keep the drips coming.
It'll be interesting to see how much this shows up. Did you put the lacy stuff behind it or just below it?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I put a little bit of the paint through the stencil before I put the color on. And now I'm putting color on. We'll see what happens. So you still got me big so we can't see what y'all are doing.
Nope, we're watching you.
We're watching you.
I'm not doing anything. I'm watching you.
Oh God. I hope you have patience. This doesn't go very fast.
Well, it's good for people to see reality when you're playing on a jelly.
Well, yeah,
like
this is
some things are
reality.
fast and some are not. So
Yeah, this is not fast.
Kathy's got it right, Teresa. Ollie oxen free. And then she wanted to know, did it come out? Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
okay. Did I miss Renee? I just saw somebody say hi to Renee, but I didn't see her. Renee, are you here?
Yeah, I haven't seen her either. So hi, Renee. And I'm sure the way chat's moving, we've missed somebody. So hello,
Yeah.
whoever's
Really?
here. We're glad you're all here. I don't think I said hello to Mindy. Hi, Mindy.
Okay.
Well, we got a little snow last night, which made it a little easier to walk on the ice that we got the night before. They're saying we should get some more this afternoon and tonight, so we'll see if that happens. But I went ahead and went to the store this morning to get a few things just in case it really does get worse, like they're saying tomorrow. Hi, Kathy. We're glad you're here. Hi, Peg. It's good to see you. Anyway, I went went to the grocery store and the girl said, "So how are the roads?" I said, "Well, as long as you're going straight at a very moderate speed, it's great. But if you want to stop or start or turn, not so great."
Not so great.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
And that's pretty much how it was. So I was glad I got to the store and I got home. And I would say there were so few people on the road. It was amazing.
Well, that's a good
less
thing.
people than I usually see during this weather. So I'm glad they stayed home.
Yeah, because that's not good. I hate it when everybody goes out and there's no real good reason for them to be out.
Yeah, well, you could tell the people who were out today, nobody wanted to be out. They were all like, I had to get some things,
Mm-hmm.
So Teresa says she's looked in bags, but not in envelopes. She's about to start looking in envelopes. She's found everything but her roller thingy. Oh, I'm so sorry, Teresa.
God.
Is it okay? Next question: is it with your paint? That would be where I would look with my paint.
I have a roller thingy basket that I keep my roller thingies in. So
well,
Me too.
my roller thingies are tucked into my paint basket.
Yeah. Well, mine are separate. They're sitting on top of where I keep my stamps, but it's right beside the paint. So.
Uh-huh. Well, I have sort of, it's like a silverware basket, but it's way bigger than any silverware basket I've ever seen. It's like a drawer divider or something. And it's this wire basket that, oh, I must have got it at a garage sale or, thrift store or something. And it sits right beside me with all the paint on it. And the roller thingies, the handles tuck in just like a bottle of paint would. So.
Teresa says, well, I guess I'll have to get me a basket for my roller thingy. That's right.
Yep, there you go.
Peg says, I have too many things to find anything.
Oh, me
I
too,
resemble that.
Peg. Yep.
Are y'all all being patient and holding your breath so we can see?
God, I hope this is nice.
I hope it is too. It's going to be fun, whether it's what you want or not. So
yeah,
the weight of the world is on my shoulders.
No, don't feel that way. Don't feel that way. Just enjoy. We're just here to enjoy whatever outcome there is with you. It'll be good and grungy, even if it's nothing else.
It'll be great.
Did we say hi to Beth?
I did, but I'm not sure.
Hi, Beth. I didn't see Beth.
We're glad you're here, Beth.
How is everyone?
Kathy says, my roller thingies are in a carousel thing with other tools. It came with a Crayola crayon set I bought years ago. That's nice, Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
And Peg says it will be beautiful, Barb.
There you go. Well, Peg, this was the first one I did. Well, you saw the first one I did earlier. That was where I put it in carefully. And then here's where I just threw it in there. And I actually almost like that better, right?
Yeah, I do.
So here, I'm doing a second one. The second one is throwing it in there.
Do you have a jelly plate at all, Sherry? Hi, Missy. It's good to see you.
Hi, Missy. And Peg, I don't think I said hi to Peg, but.
Okay. Gotta pick up a little of this wet stuff. Not much, but so it'll dry sometime today.
Sometime today. Uh-huh.
This alcohol ink dries funny, doesn't it?
Yes, Beth.
Okay.
That's what we're using in StreamYard. The only way to do groups anymore that I know of is through StreamYard. So I'm sure there's other ways, but
well, you can do it. Yeah, I'm sure there are other ways too, but this is the easiest
and free.
And free, yes, and that's important for me. Okay, Sherry. Yeah, you've made them. I was gonna tell you that there's a good recipe out there. I used one that I made for a long time, and I remelted it over and over and over again, and used it for a long time before I finally got one. So. Teresa,
I really like this 5x7 jelly plate. It's a really good size, and it's big enough to make a card front.
Yes.
Which is what I do with most of my jelly prints.
I really enjoyed playing on that size, especially with the alcohol inks, because you would use a ton of alcohol ink to make one on a big jelly plate.
Yes. Yes.
But, excuse me. But I enjoyed playing on that last Thursday when we played on it. That was the first time I'd ever played on a 5x7, and I think it's a fun size. Hello, Heather. We're glad you're here.
It's a good size.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather. Heather Doodlebug. I like that.
Patricia says she has a homemade jelly plate that she made 5 years ago.
Wow.
The one I probably made 5 years ago. And I have a friend who's using it now. I remelted it over and over and over and used it, and I gave it to her, and she said, "Oh, I like it when the grunge gets in those little pits." So she's never remelted it. She just keeps using it. So
now this is going to have splotches on it because I put that paint underneath the alcohol. Let's see what it does for me. Let's just see what it does. Oh, good. I put it so they're not even facing. Oh, well.
that's okay. You can put something else on the opposite sides.
No, I like to cut things out and use them. I mean, that's a great
Oh.
background for a card right there. I
Yeah,
love
it is.
that.
I was thinking you were going to put it in a journal because it looks like it's, part of a signature. Hi, Sana. We're glad you're here, sweetie.
Hey, Sana. It is part of a signature, but, whenever I get these commercial books from the art store, I always take out the centerfold of every single signature in the book before I even start, and I still end up with an alligator book.
Yeah. Heather says she's been
majorly
working
alligator.
and gluing, and she's taking a break to say hi. Well, we're glad you took a break, so we knew
Lurking
you
and
were here. We could say hi.
Cool. Lurk and glue. That's a good practice. Okay, let's see what we get.
You
Let's
kind
see
of have
what
to
it
glue or chat. It's hard to do both.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, I'm loving it already.
I'm loving it too. Oh my gosh. Well, look at that. It's more diffuse.
Because you put it over top of the paint, so it probably spread out.
I put it
more.
over the top of the paint.
Mhm.
Well, and it kind of leaked into the paint and muted it. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, well, it is gorgeous. How fun is that?
Beautimous. Okay, I'm going to go back to all of us now. But thank you.
Okay, go back.
That was fun.
You're welcome.
Well, and I covered up my ugly
Thank you, babe.
Yeah, just a second.
broken. Oh, okay. Ugly broken spine. I just put some craft paper that I inked on there, and then I put a little piece of
Burlap? Is it
burlap ribbon stuff. But while I was off on my little trip, I picked this up in a parking lot. I'm pretty sure it's a piece of an earring. It had a dangle in the middle of it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm going to see if I can ink it and make it pretty.
I bet you can. Alcohol ink.
Well, alcohol inks, right?
Yeah,
Alcohol ink?
Yeah, I'm thinking I want to try
Yeah.
to do like sort of a aged metal thing
Uh-huh.
with it. That's my plan. That doesn't mean that's going to happen, but
Oh, you're way neater than me. I just drop drops on top of it.
Me too. With a whole lot of jelly paper underneath.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Well,
that jelly paper really soaks up that alcohol ink pretty. So,
okay, well then I'll pull out some deli
that's
paper
fun.
and
Okay.
little drops.
well, that's what
I'm gonna
you've
try
got there.
something else.
Jelly paper. I mean, deli paper, isn't it?
No, that's just craft paper.
Oh, okay.
Deli
Deli paper takes alcohol ink really pretty. It doesn't
Yeah.
spread like it does on Yupo paper, but it soaks in there and it's real pretty to add into collage.
Yeah, I've got some pieces done that way. I just
Okay,
didn't think.
Susan has a real conundrum here, and we all need to answer her.
Okay.
How many toilet paper tubes is enough?
I have a container, and the container, when the container is full, then
Maybe that's enough.
that's enough. It's kind of like my envelopes. When the envelope container is full, I call it done. So
That is a very smart idea. I
yeah.
had a whole ton of them. I started saving them when we homeschooled, when the kids were little, because we used them in so many art type projects when the kids were little. And then I had them, when I started doing this, and then I got rid of all of them. I thought that's ridiculous. I'm not using them. And then we made those little books.
Mm-hmm.
I saved them again for that. Right now I have one toilet paper roll because it was a nice sturdy one. I thought I could use it on the jelly plate.
Aha. Well, I actually have a little box. It's a double cereal box. Jeff's
Okay,
dad,
I gotta show this.
Jeff's dad. Susan, maybe you should ask the Tootsie Roll owl.
Oh, I love it.
Hi, Roy.
Roy. Hey, Roy. We're glad you're here.
Okay,
Hi, Roy.
I'm not liking the green.
Hey, Holly. Good morning, Miss Holly.
Hi, Holly.
I like that
We're glad you're here, honey.
sort of color, but the green is just not really doing it for me.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. And I can't even see it very good, and I love green, so it must not be working if I don't like it.
It's
Actually,
kind of
it looks prettier up like that.
Yeah, it's actually pretty. I went back with the butterscotch, and that's pretty good, but it's just not quite,
You need a little bit of sepia on there to make it more coppery.
Well, but I don't have sepia alcohol ink. How about sepia? How about brown? How about brown stays on? Well, because
that might work. It might be really dark. Can you dilute it a little bit with some alcohol, maybe?
Well, if it goes on too dark, I'll just put some more yellow up.
That's true. That's true. You can always do that. Kendra says, according to her husband, you can never have enough empty toilet paper rolls. He saves them all.
I wonder how she got him. Because, mine thinks saving toilet paper rolls is a crazy woman thing.
Yeah, my husband doesn't like saving those. He did for a while save the insides of like the wax paper and the foil because those are really sturdy. And he would cut them in half and then store the cords to things in them.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Susan said, and then you got paper towel rolls. It never ends.
That timber brown looks like it's black.
Yeah, it really does. But you can lighten it up when you add some more alcohol ink. That's the nice thing about alcohol inks.
Well, and by taking it off a little bit with the sponge.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty. It looks gold from here.
Yeah, I really want it to look more patina than old, though. So I may let it dry for a few minutes before I add anything. Well, I don't know. It should be dry.
I don't think it'll matter too much because as soon as you hit it with something else, it'll reactivate.
Okay, let's see. I have got this bottle green, which is kind of, darker.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Kind of a little bit of a blue green, isn't it?
Yeah. Ooh, that was a big splotch.
Kendra says, Teddy helps me with my crafting addiction. That's
there you
good.
Go. Okay.
Roy says a friend just got back from Costco and they're out of toilet paper again. Oh no.
Oh.
I heard somebody say they thought when flu season came around, people would start hoarding again. And I just think that's so ridiculous. If people would just calm down, we would all be able to have what we need.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Becky, I'm sorry. Maybe
what'd she say?
She says, "Oh, they never like one another."
Oh dear.
Maybe they just need some time. We'll pray that time will make them like each other because that'll be difficult if it doesn't.
Okay.
That's right. You've had the cottage cats and the house cats, haven't you?
I'm thinking that may be, and then I need to do maybe some archival ink when it gets dry on the edges of it.
Yeah, I'd say let it dry and then stick it on. What are you going to put behind it?
I'm going to put it on right here.
Oh, okay. I was thinking you were going to put words or something behind it.
I am going to put words behind it. So probably coffee dyed paper, or actually I may use a piece of this with some words actually in it that says like large beetles.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And then, okay, so if it looks like that, and then I write on it Bug Feast.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun.
Okay, let's do some more.
Okay, let's let that dry while I write Bug Feast on here and see if I can write it decent enough to.
Okay, I'm going to make me big again and show y'all that the
Oh,
bird,
yes, that bird.
the birdie die, and I'm going to do some fabric and make some birds. So this is not the project I came out here to do today, but once I remembered I wanted to do it, once I remembered I wanted to do it, this is the one I'm going to do, and I'll get to the other one eventually.
Okay, and you've got the fabric right there, so you must have had it in your mind.
It's just sitting here waiting. Okay, come on.
All right.
These
so this
fit very, very tightly.
Yeah, I don't like those boxes. Roy says that Lisa, he has envy.
Fabric envy. They are gorgeous colors, aren't they? For some fall birds. These came in
a charm pack from the looks of it.
Well, it was actually something I got at the thrift store. They were all just like wrapped up together, you know, for a couple of dollars or something. I remember thinking that price was higher than what I normally pay for stuff like that at the thrift store, but the colors were just so perfect that I went ahead and did it, because a lot of times when they package up fabric together and call it quilting fabric, quilting scraps or something, it looks like it came from 25 different quilts that didn't have anything in common. This all put together, so okay, this is, I'm just gonna have to.
Becky says she likes the mushrooms.
Oh, I love the mushrooms too. We'll do some of that in a minute too, because I'm going to use some of the leaves with the mushrooms for these flowers. This is the project I'm really supposed to be doing. Okay. Now then, I want to see how. The only problem with these squares is they're not quite big enough to really cover this fabric. I mean, this
thing.
Yeah, and so
you're going to have to just do, you know, check it out. And
I think I can get it all on that one. Okay, I need scissors. And I took my fabric scissors in the house, of course. They're always in the place where I'm not wanting to work.
That's right. They're in the place where you don't have them.
I have 2 pair of those. Let's see if I can find the other pair. I just have a good pair and a not so great pair, but the not so great pair are still better than using
all right, let's try
paper scissors. But I can't find them, so we'll see if we can find something. Okay. All right, let's do it this way. I don't think it really matters as long as you got all the pieces going the same direction. Oh, here's some bigger pieces.
Oh, that's way too much. Way too much.
And then I've got these little quilt squares that somebody already put together.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So I'm going to stick one of those on there, even though, oh, here's one they put together, but they hadn't cut it yet. So it's doubled. But I'm going to use one of these.
Feast, F-E-A-S-T, right?
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you. Oh, I never trust my spelling. Never, ever, ever.
Let's see what we got here.
Okay.
Okay, Kathy. Thanks for being in here for a little while, and enjoy lurk mode.
Yep,
Oh,
she's
good.
got-
See you later, Kathy. Check back
She's-
in when you're done. Okay, Peg, take a break.
Okay. Is there anything else big enough to cover the whole thing? We can do bits and pieces later.
Poo on my bed, Susan? Your kitty's pooed on your bed?
Oh no.
Oh dear. That's not good.
Lisa, I was going to tell you that you might want to put a piece of paper on top of that pile of fabric that you're doing.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, or thin cardstock, because that way, because fabric's going to push around the blade
Yeah.
instead of cutting good, and
Right.
you might want a piece of thin cardstock on there to just have something for the sharp edge to go through.
That's
I'm not
a
going to
great
say that
idea.
that's, but I'm just thinking it might make life easier.
Okay. Well, I've got this, so we're gonna just put that on top.
There you go.
Now, what's your theory about having it facing down or facing up when you cut with it?
Doesn't make any difference to me.
That's kind of what I've always thought too. I've heard people talk about needing to do it one way or the other, but
To me, it depends on what it is, especially with those little thinlet dies.
yeah.
I like to be able to see what they're doing because they like to go all over. Even though I have that magnetic plate,
Yeah.
a good thing to use your coupon at Hobby Lobby for.
Yes.
But that magnetic plate does help with that little issue.
I was amazed at how much it I thought it would be like a cure-all, but it's not. It helps, but
Oh, yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Look at that.
here's my cardstock little bird.
Well, there you go. Now you got a cardstock little bird to go with your other little fabric birds.
Yeah, and it cut out real good, so the fabric should be good.
Okay, Roy has a suggestion, and he says
Okay.
sometimes it helps to heavily starch the fabric as well.
Ah, that's a good thought. I have not.
Oh, Susan, that does not sound good. And Miffy says that the up or down recommendations seem to change from the company over time.
Susan, my heart goes out to the little critters.
Yeah.
Get scared.
I was going to tell you, Lisa, that Roy says starch, but sizing is easier to deal with, spray sizing, than starch. When I was quilting a lot, doing that kind of stuff, I used a lot of sizing.
Oh man, I got a million little feet here.
Ooh, that picked up a lot of good goo.
Yay! Let me. I need to go back to where everybody can be seen.
Oh. Lisa, just put us on the 3 skinny ones because I think people can see more of what we're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
It's almost as big. It's just a narrow little place. So this was my latest one. I tried to do the
pretty.
dragonfly again.
That's pretty. Okay. I was reaching for something when my sister started texting me. And I don't know if it's an iPhone thing or just my sister, but when she texts me, I end up with like 16 texts, not just one.
Oh, that's true. Okay, we're going to try something else. We're going to try something else.
Okay, that is what I wanted it to do. Way better.
Well, I think this die
Oh,
was
there it
on
is.
clearance because the little birdie feet sometimes come apart.
Okay.
Maybe not. It may just be because there were leftovers, but and it may have done that because some of my fabric was thinner than other fabric or whatever. But some of them worked great and some of them did not. But we've got. See, that bird lost its feet.
Oh, but yes, sizing is great, just more expensive. Yes, and they actually make okay, Best Press, BEST PRESS. If you have a good fabric store, I think, although that Joann's has that too, you can buy it by the gallon and put it in a spray bottle and mix it, dilute it, whatever. And my mother loves that stuff. She uses it for all kinds of things. She says that's way better than starch and way better than sizing.
And what's it called?
Best, BEST Press.
That's what we use all the time for our quilting and stuff.
Mm-hmm. A good quilting store has it anymore. I don't know if Joann's carries it.
Yeah, they carry it.
They do carry it. And see, then you can use your
Yeah.
coupon. But you could buy it in a big bottle, so it makes it a lot less expensive. It seems like it's an expensive thing, but because it's such a big bottle, it lasts forever.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Now we can.
You don't use very much of it.
No. Mm-mm.
That's weird.
Oh, Lisa, I appreciate everybody on your channel commenting on which of my quilt things they like best.
I said he got his at Joann's too. Susan's Keddies are males. Oh yes, that looks pretty good. Even though it is handwritten. I debated handwriting it or trying to do something different, but I decided handwriting would just do fine.
I think handwriting always looks good.
Well,
you haven't seen mine. Obviously.
Oh. Obviously. I wouldn't think that if I had seen. Okay. Okay, then.
I can scribble pretty well, but you know.
I'm persuaded.
Well, I'm trying to see.
You need a gazillion of what I'm making. Wish I had been paying attention. 9th grade algebra. What? Okay, Teresa found her roller thingy. It was in its little box, in a big box. And
yay!
Susan says she needs a gazillion of what I am making.
Oh.
I'm not sure what I'm not sure what I'm making that she needs a gazillion. Gallon of Best Press is $42, but it's a gallon. It lasts a long time.
Yeah, really.
I think Mom bought.
I mean, even a little. Sorry.
I think Mom bought a gallon the first year after we moved down here, and she's still working on it. So.
I know. I think gallon is way more than I need.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Sounds like something. Oh, that's so nice. Look at that.
This is kind of like a puzzle.
No,
All the little pieces that you have to take apart. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that, Lisa.
it's cute. Okay, I think
That
we're
is
gonna.
really darling.
Okay, when the what you call it does not this doesn't hold it.
When what doesn't hold it? Oh, you got a problem then.
Well, what the deal is that burlap has holes in it, so it's not going to hold it. Plus, it's not a flat surface.
Yeah.
So
Hot glue gun. Hot glue.
yeah, I just put enough in there to make sure that it went through the holes of the burlap. Now it'll hold. It just wasn't going to hold with just that little bit. You know how things like that go. But now you get to watch me hold this. This is like bug feast. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Heather.
Trying one more time. One more time.
I should have been gluing these down as I did it because
the big thing is, Teresa, I'd have to get a hot glue gun because I think the last time I used the one I have, it was pretty much on the toasted side. Although, did I get a new one? I may have gotten a new one. I can't remember. I was looking at them one day and decided I wasn't spending that kind of money on one. It'll hold it. It just has to have some time. It's what it's being put on that's part of the problem. Yeah, see, it's not coming up. It will be fine. But actually, I think what we will do is put some little dabs like that.
Oh, I still got tails to go.
Uh-oh.
I was done.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I know that looks messy, but I also know it will dry nice and clear and it will sink under there. So, all right, we're going to set that aside until it dries. And we will do something else for a minute or two. Yep. Okay, you can just sit right there.
One nice thing about this die, cutting several of these at once.
Yes, you've got all those little pieces to play with.
Yeah, and so if you use, the same piece of fabric, do the whole thing in several different colors, then you have that many different ones to play with. So,
Teresa, I have one, and I know that we have a big one somewhere. I don't like glue guns, so I have just, I just don't usually get one out. I don't fight with them. I just don't like hot glue. It's one of those weird things, and I just always seem to have trouble with it. So I usually use E6000 when I want something that would normally be hot glued. Okay, why is that not going in there the way it's supposed to? Because it went in there last time. There we go. All right. But thank you very much. Oh, hi, Fran. She's designing.
Hey, Fran.
And Lisa, I hate to tell you this.
Be nice.
They make this really cool stuff. Now she tells me that you iron on the back of those little things, of those little squares of fabric, and then when you peel it off, you can iron that whole thing down and in one piece.
Yes, true.
And if it were me, the next time you did that, I probably would get some of that stuff.
Right up. Pick that
It's
right
like
up,
a
too.
thin layer of heat sensitive glue. And we
So
used
it's
to call
just
it,
glue. It's not like interfacing.
no, it's on paper like interlacing. We used to call it Wonder Under, but I think they've got a bunch of new names for it now. But
Okay, I remember Wonder Under.
okay, so it's on this like something like this, and it's just a thin layer of like textured glue. So you iron a chunk of it like square on the back of your fabric that you're going to cut.
Right.
So it's on there and
Right.
it's on the fabric. Then you cut out the bird. Then you peel the paper off of it and you lay your pieces down, and then you just very carefully with usually with a heat cloth so it doesn't move pieces, put your iron over it, and it would steam or heat all those little pieces into place.
Yeah,
And even
definitely
though
need to do that next time.
yeah,
I
and
got all these
even though
cute little birds, and now I'm like, okay, I got to glue them together.
and how are you gonna yeah, and how are you gonna get them glued down? And that's
Hey, friend.
heat and bond. That's the new name of it, heat and bond.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Susie.
Yeah, this is a pretty piece. I like this little piece of
Oh,
Ooh,
very.
Right now, I'm going to put each one of them in a little envelope.
yeah, there you go. Okay, what I need now is that project.
I'm going to
To
put
get
this
those
one
off
in
my
an envelope too, and then I can do some more cardstock ones and layer it with him. Okay, envelope.
Princess says pumpkins. What is she talking about? Pumpkins.
Well, we'll see.
Teresa wants to
We'll
know,
see.
Barbara, do you let the ink dry before applying the paint?
Yes, the alcohol ink, you need to let it dry. So I've been sitting here fanning it. It's pretty dry. And I'm picking this up with a metallic white.
Ooh, pretty. And Susan, yeah, I don't like the fact that honestly, I think heat glue gun glue tends to peel off stuff. I've just never had really good luck with it. And I keep E6000 now. I have learned to buy little tiny tubes of E6000 because when you open a tube, you might as well throw it away because if you don't use most of it in a very short time, it just kind of gets hard in there and yucky and.
Okay, let's see what the world will bring us now.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong box. Why did I keep always getting down the wrong box?
Oh, thank you, Heather. This stencil, I don't know if y'all have run into an artist named April Sproul. She does a lot of quilting and texture stuff, but she also designs stencils. And this is one of her stencils. She lives here in my neighborhood.
Ooh,
Oh, that's cool too.
So very nice. April Sproul,
if you
Sproule.
If you find a website for her or something, would you post it in the groups?
I would.
You may not know, but if you can find one, that would be great. Then we could all find her because I would love to have that stencil.
I don't know offhand.
Hey, Janice. I'm glad you're here. Fran,
hi,
I'm not
Janice.
sure if I said hi to you or not, but I'm glad you're here too. Okay, now I've got little birdies in an envelope.
little birdies in envelopes.
All right. Oh, good. That was a great little. Oh, nice.
That's from a coffee dye section a while ago, but that one just in particular turned out really pretty. I had these stuck over in a pile and hadn't been using them for anything, so maybe I'll use them now that I've got birds inside them. Here's another one that's really pretty. It doesn't have a bird in it, though.
It doesn't have a bird in it. Okay.
No birds in that one.
I'm looking for 2 return envelopes that are the same. That's what I'm looking for.
That came out nice.
Ooh, pretty,
Oh,
pretty.
yeah. Very pretty. I love it. I love the colors.
Yeah, I do too.
Thanks, Teresa. Okay.
The
Hmm.
background came out better on this one, and the foreground came out better on this one.
Now
That
In
I'm
is
my
turning
little,
it all into a mess.
yeah.
My nice pile of fabric is now just a mess. But I'm not going to fret over it. I'm just going to stick it in the baggie. But I'm going to keep it with this bird because I do want to do some more of these.
But if I want to do something like bring these up, I wanted them on there.
I love that stencil.
This one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I do too. Let's see.
I need a baggie.
Now, are they actual symbols for something specific, or are they art symbols?
It's a Patty Tally Parish. It's just her play hieroglyphics.
Oh, hieroglyphics.
Pic-
Okay.
Pictographs.
So is these things she made up or did she copy them from something real?
I don't know.
And Susan found Spurrell Studios on Google. Looks to be her.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Sproul Studios. Yeah. Sproul Studios. Yes. Sproul Studios on Google. You got it. She lives in Fortuna, California. And when we have art, we have art fairs when we were able to get out in public. I don't know if we'll have it in December. Probably not. Anyway, April was always there, so I always get to shop her new studios. Okay, is that it? Can I find where this is? Is that it right there? I think that's it. Okay. Coming back with the sepia.
Okay. Got to figure out which is the magnetized side. It just says magnetized area.
Oh,
It's this side. Just so you know.
oh, this would work perfect. This will work perfect. Perfect. Oh, I like that. And I can start right now. I realized I didn't coffee dye any of these envelopes yet, and so I couldn't do what I wanted to do today. And now I just found something, so that works.
Oh, guess what I did yesterday?
What did you do yesterday? You echo dye.
No,
Oh,
not yet. Not in the snow. I probably should have gathered some stuff to do that with before it snowed. But anyway, I had Sunday. We made a big batch of guacamole, enough for all of us, plus to send some to my mom. So I used 5 big avocados.
Ooh.
So I put those avocado skins in about 4 quarts of water and boiled them for a long time. And I've got some gorgeous avocado tea. So I'm excited to make some avocado dyed everything. I have enough. I don't have to be picky about what I dye. I just put everything on there and it'll be good.
Put it all in there. And hello, Kathy. I don't think we said hello to Kathy.
Kathy. Hi, Kathy. I don't even see Kathy.
Kathy Berg.
Kathy Berg. Kathy Berg is there.
She says Patty made them up.
Intuitive scripting. Okay. That's a pretty piece of paper.
It's Patty's Intuitive Scripting. Yes, Miffy. Kathy Berg, did you by any chance see our Same Six Wednesday? I copied you on a background that you did on the hop. So I say thank you. Again.
Teresa?
The background that she did, background with, Kathy Berg did a background with pan pastels, and then you did over it with something kind of clear but tinted, and it smeared it.
Oh,
That's
I
a great
remember you
background.
talking about that on your video.
Yeah.
I need to go watch Kathy's video.
Teresa,
But
you
my
need
mom
a
loves the
recipe
biscuit.
for avocado dyeing? Because if that's the case, you take the pits, you take the skin, you stick it in some water, you heat it up, and you simmer it for a while, and then you stick the paper in that water.
Yeah,
That's
it's
just
really easy.
the sum total of it. Um, and
One thing I've learned. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I often only have
Kathy
one
Arbor.
skin, and I put the pit and everything into the water. You know, I use the whole 9 yards, and I often only have one skin, and I just don't use a lot of water, and it dyes beautifully. So you know, don't wait until you've got 5 avocados because
Yeah, no, you don't need to. That's for sure. I
yeah,
just
I
had 'em,
often
so
only have one, and it's
Oh,
just a
Kathy,
matter
well,
of
that's good.
cooking a skin.
Cook a skin.
and
I haven't tried that yet.
and if you cook it in the water, how much you let that cook down,
Hmm.
the longer it cooks down and you let the water evaporate out, the more intense your color is.
Right, right. And
Hannah
if
said
you've got
this
more,
time the color looks like wine.
ooh, yummy.
Yeah, it's a very, very burgundy color. Um, so we'll see how it turns out. But anyway, that was fun. I haven't dyed anything with it yet, but I'm looking forward to doing it. Okay.
Well, I
One
took my
thing the other
Ecodyne
thing
stuff, and
spoke
then
on
the
with
Jeep
Reno.
being, I'm sorry,
No, go ahead.
the Jeep being messed up meant that I couldn't go yesterday and get plants, and day before yesterday,
Oh, that's
Sunday and
pretty,
get
Barbara.
plants.
I remember that. Lovely.
This was the second one that I did, you guys, because I used the sepia. Yeah. And then I used the transparent. God, I can't remember the names of my colors. Transparent. Oh, this was with a transparent burnt sienna and a lot less of it. And so I really like this better than the background I did in my book with
Because it's not
Tanya's
as dark.
paper. Yeah. But
Um,
thank you. So I thank Kathy Berg, and she thanks Kathy Arbor for showing her how to do this. This is making the background with pan pastels, leaves through a stencil, and then you make a paste with slightly tinting. I just use matte medium, slightly tinting matte medium to put
and
the
it's
glaze on it. That's okay. Thanks,
um,
Kathy.
as far as simmering it, I just simmer it until until the water looks like it's got some color in it. So it's just one of those things that I don't try to worry over it. I just do it till it's makes me happy. And when the color looks kind of happy, I just call it good. Um, and Teresa needs your recipe for the dip, Lisa. That's what
Oh, the
she
Oh,
wants.
the
guacamole.
dip,
Yeah.
the guacamole dip.
Hmm.
I'm very. I used to add all kinds of tomatoes and all kinds of stuff into it, but right now, um, what I do is I mash up the avocado really good, put salt and pepper, and then I use I'll put a link in our group later to her website, but one of Darren's coworkers' wife makes organic spice blends, and one of her spice blends is called Fiesta Blend. And I just put salt, pepper, and a bunch of that Fiesta blend in there to make my guacamole, and it is wonderful. But she does sell them online, so I'll put a link in the group to the Fiesta blend, so you can find it if you're interested. And I'm sure you could probably find a Fiesta blend type, um, Mexican fajita or whatever, but hers is called Fiesta blend, and it's wonderful. Okay, I'm trying to decide if I want to bother with either one of these. I really don't think for the book I'm working in, I want to worry about those. But I do have some of this left over from each of these pieces of paper in case I change my mind. So there we go.
There you go. Yes, Kathy, just simmer it till you like the color. And that's what the other thing is realize that if you have one skin, you're not going to get as much much liquid as you will with 5 skins. I just simmer it, and I use out of it, and if it's not quite as dark as I want, okay, well, I might put the paper in again another time. It's
it's pretty even when it doesn't come out really dark.
Right. So
So
and quite frankly, one skin, and I just throw the seed in there too. So
I've done it both ways, with and without the seed, and I think it works fine either way. So if you want to save the seed,
for something else.
If you don't, then don't.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Okay. Last week I had to go get blood work, right? So I go in, and they ask you this question, they ask you that question, and have you had a cough? Okay, so no sooner do I get to the elevator after telling her, no, I haven't had a cough, than I get a tickle in my throat. And I'm standing in front of the elevator, and I cannot stop it from happening. I'm going to have to cough. I'm thinking, oh, she's going to chase me down and send me out, not let me get my blood work. Teresa, I use Lowry's seasoning salt in mine. Lisa probably doesn't use that because I think it's got MSG in it. I'm not going to tell you.
It doesn't actually.
It doesn't. Okay.
No, in fact, that's one reason we use it, because it says on the bottle in big no MSG.
No MSG. Yeah, and it's because it has a little more.
It's cheaper and easier to find than the Fiesta blend. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. And I don't put stuff in it either. I just squash up the avocado and put that little bit of Lowry's in it, and that makes us happy. But okay, so which way's up?
Oh, here's a stencil.
Ooh, that's a cool stencil.
Yeah, that'll be fun on the Jolly Plate, won't it?
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, thank you, Holly. Yes, please, thumbs for Lisa.
Thank you.
And Teresa likes the border that goes with that set.
I like the border too. I'm just not sure I want to use it in this book or these books, but I still have enough paper I can if I want to. I think it'd be cute on a tuck spot or on a belly band.
Teresa, I think taco seasoning would work great.
Yes, I do too. I think that would be good. Just something that tastes Mexican-y or spicy. Just something with some spices.
Teresa, I make my guacamole by getting my favorite salsa out of the refrigerator. It's commercial salsa, and cut up the avocado and mix it all together until it's the texture I like.
There you go.
Well, I know when I go to the, restaurants, once in a while we'll get guacamole and it just has no flavor. It's like all they did was chop up avocados.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I do. I just mix up their salsa in with it. And it's
right
that way too.
Yeah. So
I'm usually eating it with something that I've already put salsa in, like taco meat that I've already put salsa in. So
I guess I'm going to have to go see if I've got another glue stick. That one didn't glue down. Shoot. There we go.
Yeah, just put your taco seasoning in it, Teresa? Holly, you feel like a leper. Yeah, really.
What's going on? She feels like a leper because
When she goes to the store and starts coughing, when her sinuses start. Every time I put on a mask, my sinuses start draining. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, and my really good friend from Alabama took me out to the thrift stores while we were up there. It was so much fun. Every time I put it seemed like my mask it kept having little threads in it. It's like, how can you get in there? And they would get in my nose or my mouth or something. It's like, I'm gonna have
Yes,
to
I figure it's cat hair in my case.
They were new masks, and so there were threads. Just they just had to have threads in them. I'm like, okay.
Well, these are really easy stencils to use. I mean, thin cuts, they come out really easy. I can't wait to get the other colors, and then I can blend them up, mix them all up. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't decided if I really want to mix them up or just make the different flowers out of, like make a blue flower and a pink flower, and I haven't decided yet. So.
Yes, Miffy, that sounds lovely, doesn't it? Just plain avocado, and I don't use stevia at all. I don't replace sugar. I don't use sugar.
I like plain avocado with just salt and pepper on it. Just slice it and sprinkle it. I have to have something on it. It's just too nothing if you don't have something on it.
I use stevia in my tea, but as far as cooking, if I cook with sugar. Because, frankly, it's better to just be more careful and not have so much sugar than it is to use too many sweetening things.
That is very true. Susan. What's worse than finding a big old spider in a toilet paper tube? Looking again, immediately, and it's gone. Yeah, that's worse.
Oh, goodness. I don't even want to think about that.
Oh, too funny. All right.
I had a cricket once that was in the toilet paper thing. And I just picked up the toilet paper thing like this and pulled it towards me. And the cricket fell out. And, of course, I was sitting there. And you know where that cricket fell?
Oh, no. Oh, Lisa, I don't know if I'd have told that story.
You talk about jumping out of your skin. I jumped out of everything. That was awful.
Oh, dear.
I was like 10 years old, and it just totally traumatized me.
Oh, I'm sorry. We shouldn't laugh.
No, it's okay. It's funny now.
Hi, Lori. Lori throws the avocado away. She dyes her paper and throws the avocado away.
Oh, my goodness. You should never do that. Avocados are way
I know. I know. I love avocado.
You got to really want avocado papers to do that because avocados are not cheap.
No.
These are going to be pretty.
Oh, they are. They're really going to be pretty. I was going to tell you that my hibiscus, you should see the calyxes on it. I cannot wait to have hibiscus tea. Ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy.
That's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm. So it's all pretty, and Jeffrey called me out there today because he said, "Did you see what it's done since we left home?" I said, "Well, it was kind of like that before we left home, but the calyxes were, the size of my thumb, and now they're the size of two thumbs together." So, hi, Lori. Glad
Hi,
you're
Lori.
here.
We're glad you're here. Hi, Mary. I'm sorry. I just saw you. I apologize.
No, hi, Mary. I didn't see her before either. A bag of avocados
Hi, Mary.
for $4. Oh, go to the Mexican restaurant and ask for their seeds and shells. Oh, that would be a good idea.
That's just, if you want to make a bunch of it, that certainly would, because they use a bunch of it. I'd probably go in there and find out that they bought it in a, made already in a bag and just squirted it out there, and then I'd be disappointed and never go eat there again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That would be what would happen. Mm-hmm.
I'd say, oh, so that's why I don't like your guacamole. It makes perfect sense now. Although there are a few brands that you can buy that are pretty good, but they're not as good as homemade.
Is anything as good as homemade? Anyway.
It depends on how tired I am.
That's true. Okay, I will give you that one. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's.
Oh, look at that one.
Oh, that's pretty.
Ooh.
Like blue and copper.
That's wonderful.
Now, is that a paper that you dyed, Lisa, or is it?
No, this is just some scrapbook paper I got to do this project. What I'm working on is the those DigiKits, two journals from a DigiKit that I'm doing for the Defy auction. But I wanted to add some 3-dimensional flowers, so I bought papers that are the colors that they use in the DigiKit, and we'll see how it goes.
Susan, yes, but I have they're in my bed. Just a minute, I'll get you.
Mary, you're not far from Lisa. You're in Midland.
Did you see this?
Just 4.5 hours away.
Did you see this?
That's a little scary, Tanya.
Okay, Jeff said he was this big.
What is it again?
A rattlesnake. He was heading away from Jeff, though, right?
No. Well, by the time Jeff got there was 2 people walking along the road in the park that comes into the park, and it's very swampy on both sides, and then it comes into the park because the park sits on the river. And they were walking, and the snake had struck at her. They got too close to it, and it had struck at her. And Jeff said it was better than 6 feet long. It had more than a dozen rattles. It was as big around as my upper arm.
Oh, it was a grandpa snake.
Yeah, it was a grandpa snake. It definitely was a grandpa snake. Okay, this is my hibiscuses.
Renee is there, Little Red Wagon.
Hi, Renee.
And these little red things are what you pick. But today it had, at least a dozen blooms on it.
Oh, look at that. I love that plant.
Isn't that pretty?
Very pretty.
I put it in my raised bed because, I didn't have a good place to put it before. But there's a couple of places Jeff says I can plant it out in the yard now. So for next year, I'll plant it in different places than in the raised bed because it's a little, it likes to grow real tall and fall over. So I had to after the storm, Sally kind of beat it up. So I had to get it up there. But also look at my marigolds all in there. Let me see if I can make it go this way. See my marigolds? They're almost as big as the tomatoes.
Oh, goodness. Did you see what Susan said?
No.
I saw that rattlesnake picture. Very scary. One struck my brother-in-law's car window from the bushes. just going down
Ooh.
Jupiter Farms Road. There was venom all down his window.
Ew, yuck.
Ew.
Yeah.
No, that's totally gross.
It's got to
Jeff
be a
was,
very angry rattlesnake to attack a car.
yeah. Well, if they get scared, they'll do what they have to do.
Yeah.
The people wanted Jeff to come along, and people wanted Jeff to run over it. And Jeff said, "No, they're protected. I'm not going to run over it. It didn't bite you. It's not in the road.
Stay away from it.
Yeah, you just." And so he sent the guy back up to the thing to tell the people from the park, the rangers. But that's a wildlife protection area anyways. You cannot pick up a leaf off a tree. You cannot hurt an animal. You're barely supposed to swat mosquitoes. So, that's just, and besides, you just don't kill something that you don't have a real serious issue with.
That's right. And besides.
Hello, Renee and Norma.
Besides, you invaded his territory.
That's right. You invaded his territory. Susie, I was
Hey,
going to
Norma.
show you. I'll show you what you picked for the tea.
Hi, Norma.
Let me find that picture. Okay. Okay, you cannot really tell on my screen, but this is very bright red. Oops, sorry for the glare. That's very bright red, and it comes after it flowers. And these things get fat. And
Kind of like the rose hips.
Yes, kind of like rose hips, except that all you want is the little fleshy red part on the outside, and inside is a big old seed pod. So there's not a lot there, but it's very flavorful, supposedly. And my friend in Alabama grows it. I didn't know she was growing it. She said, when I saw your picture and you called it hibiscus, she said, we call that red sorrel. So I have not had a chance to research, but I think it's the same plant. So it's one of those things I'm going to see if I can, research a little bit more and find out more information about, because but she gave me a whole bunch of seeds off her plant, because once you pick those red things and you pull the fleshy part off, then you have all of these seeds that are inside. However, apparently they don't germinate real well. So now I didn't have any trouble germinating mine, but I bought my seeds. So we'll find out.
Yeah. Some things that are a hybrid, won't.
Yeah, and these are
themselves.
This is not a hybrid. So
well, I figured yours weren't, because I know you like to buy heirloom seeds.
Yeah, but the thing of it is that I don't think what she has is either, but they just, apparently they're hard, and they take a bit to germinate. But like I said, it was kind of odd. Everybody said they were so hard to germinate, and I didn't have any trouble with mine. So I got lucky, I guess, because I didn't plant very many because I didn't have a lot of room. Oops.
God, this has a big dried goober in it.
Ew. Don't you hate big dry goobers?
Those.
I know. I mean, it's like serious. It's other glasses serious.
Oh,
I missed you. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're here.
Hi, Lisa.
I didn't, but her red sorrel has tiny flowers on its spike. Yeah, and that's what I thought. I'm not sure. So I thought I would look it up more when I got home, because, we didn't have internet and stuff up there. I have my phone, but I didn't have internet. So I thought I would look up more and see what they said about it. It is a tropical plant. It is an annual, but it grows kind of big and woody, so I was kind of surprised. So,
Back down in there. I see why that's. I don't like that. Okay.
you don't like that?
It is.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like that. This is the Deco Art Traditions, and the way they have their dispenser on the top is weird.
Okay. Hi, Janet.
Hi, Janet. Good to see
And
you.
I hope we haven't missed saying hi to anybody. Yes, Lisa Jameson, you can buy hibiscus tea. As a matter of fact, the one that I drink all the time, it's called raspberry, but it has hibiscus tea in it. So
a lot of the flavored ones have hibiscus in them.
I wouldn't.
I wonder if they use that to, kind of sweeten them or something.
Well, and to give it that little bit of tart flavor, it has that raspberry tart type flavor when it's.
Okay, y'all are probably getting tired of these same flowers being done.
Well, they're probably getting tired of me sticking paper on an envelope. So.
Okay.
Susan went through her toilet paper tube. Did we say hello to Janet? I hope so. Hello, Janet.
Yeah, we did.
And now she's going through her bubble wrap.
She has such a boring existence. Sounds good to me. You got toilet paper rolls and bubble wrap.
You're going through them as if you have a whole box full.
You don't have a whole box full of bubble wrap?
Me? No.
Yep. Oh, I have a whole box full, but then I had to buy it too. So,
Oh,
I have to buy a box of bubble wrap every few months.
Oh my God. Well, you send things out. I don't send anything out.
Yeah, I have to pack. I have to pack beads in it. Those flat beads really have to be wrapped up in bubble wrap. They really do.
And there's Vanessa. Hello, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa. Good to see you. We're just all doing whatever we need to be or want to be doing. So,
Crafty Angels. Look at all my C's.
Oh, my
I don't think I have Crafty Angels. I don't have Crafty Angels in my little book. Is there a Crafty Angel around?
I think she's calling us Crafty Angels.
Yes.
Oh, us. Well, I'll take that.
I think she's calling the chat Crafty Angels too, probably. All of us in here together.
Everyone, yes. So she's getting her craft studio room done by the first of the year. Oh my God, that must be a huge job if it's going to take that long.
Barbara, it was going to take me longer than that.
It depends on whether you're doing a new one or trying to reorganize one you've already got. I think reorganizing takes a lot longer than making it fresh.
It possibly could. I'd be like, oh, what a mess this room is. It's like, it's just, and I have to clean it up because there's a strong possibility that in the next couple of weeks sometime, some folks with their RV are going to come by.
Oh, company.
And they're headed for South Florida somewhere. They bought a lot down there last year, and we met them at Red Bay. Oh, in the spring? Yeah, right before we had to come home because of the COVID, and really enjoyed their company. And they went back to New England somewhere, I can't remember where, and sold their piece of property up there and bought a piece of property. They bought an RV pad. They're going to be living in their RV, even though I told them that was not a very wise decision. But,
How come it's not?
Barbara, you get in a wreck in your RV, and if you don't have a house or apartment or something,
That's right.
you are promptly
You have
homeless.
learned that lesson for all of us, you hope.
Yes, I hope I have told everyone about this lesson. I hope everyone understands that I love them dearly, but full timing is just, I don't know. It's one of those things you really have to want to do. I could live in my RV full time. That's not a problem for me. But we got to have some place. I have to have a bed somewhere.
A real bed.
A real bed somewhere. Yeah, somewhere to come home to. It, you know. I'd even take a
Vanessa
second.
says that she's reorganizing and downsizing and getting rid of things that she hasn't used in a while, and she donates everything to the local teachers.
Oh,
I
like
think
it.
that's marvelous.
Yeah, that's fabulous. I just got a message from my sister, who I don't know if I've told you, but she's a PA in New York. TA, not PA, TA in New York. And apparently the kids went back. So that's kind of a good thing. She has been kind of sad that they couldn't have the kids back. She said because the school system where she works, it's kids that they're in less. Let me try again with my words. They don't come out sometimes. Her kids don't have a lot is what I'm trying to say. So the parents are working, both parents are working, and she, even last spring when they had to go home to distance learn, she said her kids, they just, so many of them lost ground, and she was just sad about that. And so she's kind of glad they're back. At the same time, she understood why they weren't, but at this, it was just all.
Yeah, it's a hard thing because, especially young kids, they don't need to be trying to learn everything from a computer. They need hands-on. They need adult help. They don't need to try to do everything from a computer. I agree with that 100%. I think my kids were in middle school before they did anything on the computer. And
well, mine wasn't, because mine learned to use a computer by himself, when he was very tiny. I think he was maybe 2 when he learned letters on it. 2, 3.
Yeah. Well, I was one of those parents who was gonna, make sure that my kid didn't get some kind of
too much screen time.
Too much screen time, so they got no screen time until they were a certain age. I kind of overdid it a little bit, but of course, Ethan could do anything on a computer.
That's right.
He's like Darren. He'll just figure it out. If he wants to do it, he'll figure out how to do it. Hannah's like, I don't know if I want to do it that bad.
Well, see, and Brandon was like Ethan. It just came natural, and he could use it and knew what it was doing, and that kind of thing, and very easy. But that's not. He also had a lot of other learning experience because that was important to me, and it was important to Jeff. So
yeah,
and I didn't work full time, and I understand parents are stuck between trying to take care of their kids and work full time. It's hard.
I mean, goodness, it's a hard place to be.
Yeah,
it's a hard place to be. And I think, every parent out there wants the best outcome for their kids.
That's right.
And they're trying to do the best they can to get the best outcome for their kids. And some kids thrive on the computer thing, and some kids don't. And so it's hard. It's really hard. It's another tool in the box. That's exactly right, Roy. and kids need lots of tools. They need lots of different things. For one thing, you need to figure out how they learn best. So some kids learn best by listening. Some kids learn best by reading. Some kids learn best by watching. Some kids learn best by doing it with their hands. Most of them are a combination of those things, with something that maybe is their best way, and then other things that help too. So they need as many chances as they can get.
When I was in Nebraska, the special needs room that I worked in, the teacher there told me that there were seven different ways that kids really learned. And so if we had a child in the room that was not learning, of course that was pretty much every day, then we would try something different. We would use a different approach, a different method, a different thing.
Yeah.
But I had when I was teaching sewing back, Brandon was like 18 months old. I had a student older than I was by far. You could tell her things 15 times. She'd been in a car accident and part of her brain had been injured.
Oh.
If you showed it to her, she knew right away what to do, but she could not associate words with what you wanted to do. But I also learned that there are times when what I say makes total sense to me, but it doesn't make any sense to anybody else. So you have to remember that sometimes the words that you use might not make sense to somebody else. So if I had said something 2 or 3 times and the other students weren't getting it, then I better change the way I said it. How, the combination of words together that I said.
That is true. I'm looking for some green paper.
Well, Lisa, you've got a whole roll of green paper. You've got a whole roll of green paper somewhere.
That is true. And I may end up using it. But it's very, very thin, and I was wanting something more comparable to what I'm using for the flowers.
Okay.
That's pretty. That's pretty.
That is really pretty. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it, Barbara. I'm going to try, I think, some of this.
Oh, that'll be pretty.
Some of it's blue and not green, but I still think it'll be good. Let me tear the parts I want. I'm just wanting to make some of these leaves.
Well, we have a friend who, and there's also this thing about, okay, parents helping their kids at home right now. Okay, if I had to help Brandon with English, we'd have been in sorry shape.
Thank you, Fran.
Okay.
Thanks. Lizzie Brewer is in the house.
Hello, Miss
Lizzie
Lizzie.
Brewer.
So happy to see you.
But
one of my Zentangle teachers.
Oh, but Jeff could help with English, But ask Jeff to help him with math. Oh my goodness, that would have been we might have lost Jeff. Fran wanted to know make her big.
Lisa, make me big for a second. I got to show this to Lizzie, one of my teachers.
Okay, and then you need to answer Fran's question after that.
Was that hand carved, Barbara? No. The stamp? No, it's a stencil. So this is my Zen Tag book. So I've divided it into 2 things. So this has got the flowers and leaves all in it. And this has got the miscellaneous and borders and grids in it. And so I'm making tags for all my patterns that I like. And that's what I'm doing during Inktober, is trying to make a few tags a day to add to my to-go collection of Zentangle patterns. So do you recognize this? This is from you. Is that great? So thank you for being my teacher. I love it. Okay, that's it. Show's over.
Okay, did you answer a friend's question? Oh, you did.
I think I did. She asked if it was a stencil. Yeah, it's a stencil from, it's one of the ones I got from iStencil, maybe.
Yeah. And you're right, Bootsy. Time of day and all those kinds of things, it does make a difference. And I had to learn that. Hi, Lisa. I'm glad you're here. I had to learn that the hard way with my kids because they are both the opposite. Hannah's a get up early and do it first kind of person. And Ethan is a do it before I go to bed kind of person. He's not good first thing in the morning, and she's better first thing in the morning. And I was trying to do them on a schedule. And when I finally, and it was okay when they were young because the work wasn't hard. It wasn't until they actually had to work a little bit, because everything came easy until then, at least for Ethan. So doing it in the morning wasn't that big of a deal. But then when they got older, I had to let them have, figure out their own schedule. And once I did that, it was much, much better. But, and that's sad, because I think about if Ethan had to, get up and get on a bus and go to school at 6 o'clock in the morning, he'd have had a hard time. And it wouldn't have been because he was stupid. It would have been because he was at the wrong, the wrong place for how he learns.
Well, it's just like the way mine eats. Mine eats at such weird times, and he's always done that. Always. From the time he was tiny, he did that. So
I have a nephew who, from the time from birth, he was a snacker. He would just grab his bike and run off.
Brandon eats at 10 o'clock in the morning and 2 o'clock in the afternoon and 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, and he's always done that. And if you tried to feed him at meal times, he's not hungry. But he can eat a full meal at 10 o'clock in the morning. So when he started school, I had to talk to him, because if he didn't eat at 10 o'clock in the morning, he was impossible. And so I'm like, when is your snack time? He's going to have his lunch at snack time. He will have a snack at lunch. So, okay, I have a new little envelope journal thingy started. That's what I was doing.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Well, my friend saw my bug book, and she was just like, she's in awe of my bug book. So I'm
kidding.
I'm going to make her a little journal and put bugs on it and put, just paper in it so that she can pop it in her purse. And
oh, how fun!
She actually bought a Reader's Digest book and I gave her some copies of my bugs so that she can make one. If she gets the time, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
But she took me to the most fun, what do you call those places? Thrift stores. And then we were supposed to go this week with her sister to Montgomery, some other places. And unfortunately,
that was so fun.
Yeah, we had to come home. And like I said, my echo dyeing didn't work out because the Jeep got an attitude. It was going to work out fine even coming home early, because I was going to go collect plants Sunday morning, and we had a cookout and campfire Sunday evening, and I was going to do it then. just, put it on the campfire. And I just figured I'd bring them home wet in the pan, not a big deal.
Kathy, I'm the same. I don't eat very much. I had a banana and some pear sauce before I came on, and that was all I wanted.
Fran, I know you said you couldn't open them, but you're opening them on your phone I can't imagine trying to open them on your phone. You're going to have to do it on the computer, I think. They are a JPEG. They're a picture. So while you might not be able to open them online, you should be able to download it as a picture and open it with any picture software you've got. Barbara, you opened them, didn't you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
And she's got Mac software, and so I know that both systems seem to work. Lisa, do you want to make me big?
Sorry, I forgot I was muted.
Oh, that's all right. Do you want to make me big for a few minutes? I'm going to do a little flip of this. I'll do a proper flip later, but I'm just going to do a little flip. I think it came out. Now, this is glue, and it'll dry. I put some glue in the edge of it.
Bug
and
feast.
It will be fine. And if it's not, I'll put a little ink over it to make it look okay. But see, and the spine was gone on this book, and that was one of the reasons why I used it. So, but let me see if I can get a little. That's not what I needed. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to bring you in a little closer.
Oh,
There we go.
I'm sorry, Lisa. She's having trouble finding motivation. I have been there, and it's not a fun place to be.
It's not a fun place to
Aww.
be. But Fran, if you cannot open them at all with your computer, let me know. Maybe I can email them to you. So.
Oh, that should work. Oh, that's pretty.
They're in the files section in my group. But like I said, if you can't get them, email me and I will email them as a file to you. But you're probably going to have to open them on the computer. Okay, I just put 2 bugs on the front. I thought that was enough. I like how that looks on the back. Came out real. I did chew up the back some. And as you can see, the bugs have an entry point. And there's some hanging out on the edges. I like that you don't see the bugs right away. But I'm loving it. See that you can see them way down in there.
That looks so good.
I think it came out really good. It doesn't change a lot from page to page in the front. I mean, granted, you see more of the bug if I turn the pages, but the further down you get, then it opens back up again a little more. This one's wing is already bending, which is what I expected to happen. This one's going off. And see, now you can see the hole again better. And this hole up here.
That is so cool, Tanya.
Mary, I've worked on this book for all of October, and Lisa has a playlist. It's called Carved Books, and if you watch it shows how I did all that. Yes, Fran, the brown seems to give it a lot of depth. The coffee dyed edges, which is supposed to be bug chewing stuff, but
I love all the colors of your bugs.
I was going to leave the bugs black and white, and Lisa said color them, and I'm really glad I did because
I know, they're great.
show up so much better.
They are great. Look at that. It's wonderful.
And then you get down where there's only a couple of holes, but you know, I still had half a book left, so I started opening it back up again.
Yes, Lizzie, the bugs are trying to escape, Tanya. Look out.
They're not going to escape. They want to chew some more. That's the thing. They really want more. And there's a big hole down in there that you can't see from the front.
Oh. Oh boy, there's a party down there. Party hiding in the bottom.
And it just keeps going. There's just more bugs and more bugs. And then you get down here and this is just like chewed in from the edge. Because, you know, they had to have an entrance point.
That's right.
But I really like how it came out. I'm real happy with how it came out. And that bug looks like he's going after the other one. And, you know, he might be. So, I thought these two guys laying down looking to see if, and they're almost like
I love it. I love it. I'm glad they stood in there.
That's funny. That's very good.
Well, Kathy, really and truly, it was not my idea. I honestly saw something. I think maybe I have its picture. Just a minute. And then I didn't put any bugs on the back, but I did chew up the back a little bit. You know, I chewed on the cover because, you know, the bugs are going to chew the cover too. Let me see if I can find that.
That is fabulous.
I saw a picture on Pinterest, Kathy. Just a minute. I guess I better stand up before I create a disaster. It's over here. I just have to move stuff till I find it. This is what happens when you just pile it, shove it over there. There it is. This is the picture I saw originally.
Ah,
See,
nice.
So it's not my idea. I just, you know.
You made it your own, though.
Ran with it, yeah. And I think from the looks of this book that it is, I don't think you can close it and go through the pages. These bugs stick out over to the fold too much, and it looks like this is sealed. So
yeah, I think theirs was done all sealed up, like a lot of them on, you know, that we saw on Pinterest were.
Right.
I like the way you adapted that to make it open and all of that.
Well, the big thing is that you get further down, kind of like termers. Yeah, Susie's got to get a Canterade. There you go. Okay, you can go back to all three of us now.
All right.
But I just wanted to show it off because I hadn't finished last time when you were finished. I didn't.
Well, we have a bunch of people here who were not here last time either. So
yeah.
And because of that, I'm going to go ahead and show the ones that I did.
Okay. Well, you need to
definitely
switch the doodad.
I will.
Okay. Well, you should look at this board. Here, I'll put this butterfly right there. That's you know, something fun.
Be patient, Tanya. Be patient.
Yes, Susan, I do like the colored bugs a lot better. So,
okay. Well, I'm going to show them in the order I did them. So this is my first carved book. Well, it's the first one. I did a little practice one. Where are those? Oh, they don't matter. But when Tanya and I were working together, I worked on this one first. Yeah. It was one of those DK type dictionaries. And then, well, I'm going to show this. This was my last one that I did. This is the book that made me want to do carved books. I went to the art gallery at our college, and there was a book done like this. And in my prep video, it says prep video for October and November, I showed the picture of the one that I saw, that I had taken a picture of it when I was at the gallery. And when I was there, I realized I have that book. And so I decided that's what I was going to do with it. And I put it up somewhere safe, and I couldn't find it. And so that's why I did this one, because I couldn't find this one. But I found it afterwards. And then I loved what Tanya was doing. But I wanted it. I had a little bit different idea, which is the way we're supposed to do things, right? We just find it what works for us. So I took this little paperback book and took the pictures out of it, and I loaded them into this book. So I tore out, and I just kind of made a little vignette, I guess. And that's the first half of the story. And then from the back, I did the second half of the story. That way I could get more pictures in there. But mine is glued together. So it's, there are a lot of them on the Pinterest board that I have that are just like this. This is what you see, and that's it. And I liked that, but I wanted to be able to put more pictures in it. So I did two basically in one book. So
that's cool. I love that one.
Books. And if you want to watch us do it, you can look at the playlist and watch all those videos. It was a lot of fun. And I'm going to mute for a minute and go back to everybody.
Okay. I, of course, did not do one of those books. Not, of course, but I didn't.
Well, that is fine, but you didn't.
That's good.
You know, I only got one done in the time that Lisa did 3. So, you know, that's the thing, is that I didn't get very far. I was kind of pokey. So,
well, you only had to cut out 1 million bugs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not only did
1 million bugs takes a long time.
I was still cutting out bugs last week. It's sitting in the motorhome. I was like cutting out bugs and coloring more bugs, and then I thought, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to. I was short like half a dozen bugs, and I thought, oh dang it, I'm gonna have to make more bugs. And I'm like, oh, and then I opened the envelope that they had been in, because I had been cutting them out as I went. And guess what was in there? Some more bugs. I was so happy to see more bugs. I was like, oh, yes, I need more bugs. So of course, I do not have a piece of scrap paper big enough to do this little inside of this little envelope. So I am going to cut up a piece of paper. Yes, it is impossible to do everything. I agree. And
we try really hard, but it doesn't ever happen.
I just try to get as much done as I can, and that's just the way it works. It's just, and of course, if you could see my house, you would know why nothing gets done, because it is a big old mess. So,
Kathy, I don't even try to do all of the projects. I am working on at least one signature of a totally junk journal, but I am not trying to do all the projects.
and you know, that's just, I just do what I feel like I want to do. That's what I do.
Exactly. Me too.
And I didn't try to start a second book because I knew I was barely going to get the first one done. I also could not seem to find a book that I really want to do that with. So, you know, it's one of those things that when you find what you want to do with it, then it'll show up. So, okay, so that one will go in there. Will this go in here? Yeah, that'll go in there. I just need to cut a piece of it off. Okay. Somebody's talking to me again.
Somebody's calling you.
Well, my sister was talking to me earlier. That's just it. If I could make half the notifications on my phone go away, it would make me happy. Thank you, Mr. T. Fairy. I appreciate that greatly.
I wish I could make maybe I need to do it. A voicemail message on my phone that says, my car's too old to have a warranty. I already voted. And
I don't use PCs.
that's right.
So my Windows is not going to expire.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have one for you. The car warranty that they call for my mom, it drives her bananas, and it really upsets her. They call because if can we please speak to Mr. Short? His car warranty is, my dad's been gone 5 years, and it just bugs her to death. I said, Mom, it's all a sales pitch. Just ignore them. But she can't.
Yeah. And all she has to do is say, well, he's passed away. Sorry.
That's what she's been doing. She says, well, he's dead and in the ground. Just like that.
He doesn't need a car warranty anymore.
No,
No cars in heaven. Don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, there you go. Uh-huh.
Okay, now I'm going to make some flowers.
Well, I did the outside of a new one of these, and I'm finishing this one up so that maybe this week I can do the cover I want to show y'all. Because I did the video for these. It posted the other day, I think. I can't remember.
Yes, it did. That was a good video. Mary, my husband does mind the mess, but he loves me way more than he would love a clean house. So I got very lucky.
Yep.
That's lucky.
It is. I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
I am very blessed too, because the mess really bothers him sometimes. And yet he puts up with me. And as of today, just so you know, today, it's been 36 years that we've been married.
Today's your anniversary?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Today's my anniversary. 36 years. That's kind of why we went on our
anniversary trip, and they had to come home early.
We had to come home early. Yep. We were camping for our last anniversary too, and we were up in Gatlinburg and Smoky Mountains last year, which is where we took our honeymoon the first year. So it was kind of fun. But yeah, we had to come home early. Got spoiled our trip. Oh well, you know how. Thanks, guys. Yeah, and I got a card this morning. Would you all like to see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, here it is.
I love it. You'll never lose that one.
It was so funny. We got the same cards for one another.
You'll have it forever.
I will have it forever. Yes, I will have this card forever and ever and
That's
ever.
funny.
So, Jeffrey, it was so funny. Prime Day, you know, the Amazon Prime Day, when you get all the cheaper stuff, they may have the deals.
Right.
I was watching the Inktense blocks is what I was watching to see if maybe they would, they didn't. But I happened on some headphones, computer gaming headphones. And his poor set is probably, 10 years old, and they have been losing the vinyl that's on them all over the floor, and they have a big old long wire and everything. And these were wireless, noise canceling. And I think they were like $80 headset for $40, right? So a really good buy. And which meant they were a little bit nicer than the ones he had too. So I had ordered them, and they came, and I gave them to him before we left, and I said, "This is your anniversary present." And he goes, "What? I thought we weren't." And I'm like, "Well, you know, what made you think of these?" I said, "I was online getting ready to buy myself something." And here they were, right for you. So anyways, he was tickled because they really are a lot nicer than what he had. So
Okay, I'm not happy with these flowers, and I'm sure it's because I have not done something I need to do. Even with all these layers, they just look, I don't know. And when I made a bunch of them from one color, it looked even less pretty. So I'm very frustrated. And they don't have any pictures on the thing showing you how they should look.
Mm-hmm.
How you should mix them up, you know, or whatever.
Put just a single smaller one on top, like that bright red one. Or, yeah, something like that. Doesn't that make you happier? And then a tiny something in the center, like a tiny purple.
I'm not happy. This is
You're not happy.
Just a second. I want to answer Mindy. Yeah, it wasn't one of those musical ones. We don't do musical very much around here. We'll see you later, Teresa. And Roy, that's
Bye, Teresa.
On 40. And yes, Joy, that's right. I won't lose that one. Your husband is getting messages as to what's happening with her anniversary ring. How cool. Lisa, what if you put one of those three-dimensional dot things between each layer?
That would have to be better. Maybe if I ink them.
Ink them ink a set first and see what happens, because I'm sure that ink makes everything better. We know that.
Well, also, Lisa, after you ink them, roll the petals over a paintbrush handle or something.
Yeah,
to make them curvy.
Well, I was thinking about doing that. I was also trying to decide if that would look better if I just did the pieces of the the same style of petals together.
Here's the thing. Grab one, glue it on, put another one on, set it aside, grab another one, put one on, put another one on, set it aside. Make a whole bunch of them randomly, and then you're going to look at them and you're going to say, "Oh, wow, these look cool."
You think?
Either that or you'll look.
Yeah,
why they follow
these away.
But I think one of the reasons
why they follow that advice,
liking them is they're not getting you any dimension, and inking might give dimension.
I like them. I wanted them to have dimension, and that's one reason I wanted to mix the colors, because I thought it would give them more dimension.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I think inking it will add to the dimension. So,
well, there's only one way to find out, and that is to ink one set and see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Inking away. What time do you girls have to go? It's almost 4:30.
Oh, I don't care. God.
Oh,
I'll probably get hungry.
A little before 5, because Jeff may want to watch the news. He's playing video games, so it's not like it's going to be a big deal when we go. It's so nasty, hot, muggy kind of thing out. Once he finished up what we had to do today, he's just, been vegging out kind of thing.
Yeah.
And dinner's easy, so.
Yeah, we've got dinner already made. Yay, dinner.
Leftover raw veggies because we had our friends over to have hobo meals
Uh-huh.
from on the campfire. And
Oh, Laura's here. Hi, Laura.
hi, Laura.
Hi,
So
Laura.
I have leftover raw veggies and stuff like that. So it won't take a lot to make dinner, and so it'll just be the fact that if he wants to see the news.
What did I got?
And of course, we need to check up on the silly hurricane.
Which is still on its way.
Oh yes, it's still on its way. We knew it wouldn't be in until Wednesday, but at the same time, we wanted to. It was supposed to. We had like 80% chance of rain today. Now it has not rained, but we didn't want to come home today in the rain and then try to get unloaded.
Right.
That's the big thing, because to get the camper unloaded, you got to open it up and stuff like that.
Oh, good. Laura's got her jelly plate out.
Right out. Yay!
Woohoo!
I keep plugging away at my little 5x7 here today. I'm having fun.
Well, I'm glad
And
you got it out, Laura.
And I'm just doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that because that's all the brain cells I have left. We picked up pecan. Oh! Excuse me just a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Laura, I was happy to see the hop on Sunday. Sunday, was that when you were on? Because I had never seen your face and I didn't know you were a young chick.
Yes, Lizzie, there's really a hurricane out there. I don't think it's a big one like Sally or.
Oh no, it's a baby. It's not very good. Well, it's not going to be little, but it's not very strong. The last news we got, it wasn't a hurricane yet. They expected it to be a hurricane this afternoon, but then by the time it hits land up here, they expect it to be back to a tropical storm or just a Cat 1. It's moving fast though, so hopefully it'll move through and not be too much. It's the rain. We had so much water problems with Sally that we came home because of having things. And oh, that's pretty, Lisa.
Let me see if I can bring my camera in a little bit closer.
Yeah, see what I mean? It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
So simple.
Then it needs a little bead or something in the center.
Yeah, or a sequin,
Stickles.
a little bead, or some
Stickles.
stickles. Yeah,
Some kind of blingy thing.
yeah.
That's lovely.
It just went across land this morning. Is that the Cancun, the Bahamas, whatever, the Yucatan, and it's headed towards Louisiana, Mobile. We will be on the east side of it. It depends on how far east it comes, whether or not we will get minor rain or more rain. So, I'm sorry guys, I had to go tell Jeff to go get something because I knew we forgot it. We picked up pecans while we were up there. Jeff had gone metal detecting with our friend, and in one of the parks they were in, which is totally unused, Wetumpka has a bunch of little green parks and green belts and that kind of thing. There was a tree that had a really great crop of pecans, and our friends this year, we're not going to get pecans from them because they lost 3 trees in Sally. Anyway, so we went and picked pecans, and then there was another green belt that we knew about, so we we picked up almost a 5-gallon bucket or better of pecans. So
Cool.
they were in the basement of the camper. So I just sent Jeff to get them out so that they shouldn't be sitting in that basement. It gets kind of warm. So not only that, if it's raining all day tomorrow, then he can, work on them. Because, they're going to be a pain. They're going to have to be shelled, cracked, all that stuff.
Okay. I'm turning the petals down.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm going to glue them in the middle down, because I think that'll make them bubble up. We're going to see if that's true or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it maybe does a little bit, but doesn't do much. But I don't really want them going up because they're going to be like down in a
pocket.
I could just paper clip them on. I was going to say they're going to be in a pocket or a tuck spot, but I guess I could paper clip it on.
Yeah, Lizzie, I don't think you're in much danger of it. Hold on.
About 22 pounds.
22 pounds. Woo!
Oh, wow.
That's with shells.
That's outstanding.
So hopefully we'll get about, 8 or 9 pounds out of that. That would be good.
Yeah. Hi, Shirley.
I mean, we didn't pick but for a couple of hours. So that's,
Hi, Shirley.
Hello, Shirley. But Lizzie, I think you are more than safe. I don't think it's going to come anywhere near Central Florida. It's gonna catch Louisiana again. But we weren't expecting Sally to be as bad as it was, and then it went slow, and it was all the rain. It really wasn't so much that it was a bad wind or anything. Yes, we did get a lot of wind, but all that rain is what really caused trouble for us. So 22 pounds. Okay.
She says she's more worried about her granddaughter in Birmingham.
Oh, yeah, because it's going to head right there. That's where it's headed for. Yep. Susan, Teresa, they're going to get it. When it comes across, that's what's going to happen. It's supposed to come in Wednesday night, and then by Thursday, we're going to, by Thursday morning, it's going to be past us already. It's supposed to run that fast. That's how fast it's supposed to go. So, okay.
Are you in Canada, Shirley? It sounds that way. I just wanted to make sure that that I was reading correctly and not inferring something that wasn't there.
Yes, I agree. Sally sucked bad. Okay, so did I miss anything on this side? Oh, yep. I got one that's not got anything on it. 2, 1, 2.
I need something. 3.
Right. Okay.
Oh, what do I have? -2 degrees. Oh, goodness.
Well,
my high of 22 was cold.
You made the record books yesterday with your low temperatures.
Yep. I don't remember it ever being this cold this early in in October. We've had snow before, but it wasn't this cold.
That cold, yeah. Okay, now I put them all away. That figures. Put them all away.
Okay, I got a little gold stuff. It's not stickles. It's just recollections something.
Well,
But
that works.
it's kind of the same thing.
Uh-huh. That looks cute. Okay. There it is.
Every time I watch Pam at the paper outpost, I'm like, I need to buy me some Nuvo drops or some whatever. All those things, she uses those drops on everything.
Oh God.
Well, that's one of the reasons I had gone to the scrapbook store when it was closing, because she actually stocked those things, but she didn't have anything to speak of in that stuff. I think she had like one, it looked like it was purple, and it didn't look like it was a purple that I would like. Do you know what I'm saying? It looked like a kind of a funky, kind of gray lavender rather than a purple.
Yeah.
And I have a bottle of gold ones, which I really do like.
So I added a few little dots.
Oh,
I'm-
that's wonderful.
That's
Look at
adorable.
that.
Since I'm thinking Pam. Okay. This has to dry.
Are Nuvo drops like stickles? In some respects, stickles have glitter in them, don't they?
I think so, yes. And the
Okay.
Nuvo drops don't. I mean, they may have some with glitter, but the ones she's using don't.
Yeah. Give me just a minute. I think it's right here.
Oh, wrong book.
Oh, maybe they're not in there. I don't know. Maybe not. Okay. So not in there. So where are you? Oh, here they are. This is my bottle of Nuvo drops, and the one thing I will tell you about this stuff is it does not dry fast. It's something you have to see. It's very thick, and it makes really cute little bumps. Not on there. Don't dry on there. Very cute little bumps. It stays dimensional, and I really like it, but it'll take till tomorrow to dry.
Yeah.
I always have to leave the stickles up overnight too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nuvo drops are kind of like liquid pearls. Yep. Uh-huh. I have that Nuvo in sparkles, and it does not dry very fast. Thank you, Holly.
I'm working on these journals. Oh, I need to not be so. Now I need to not be so close in.
Close together. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Everything has to change all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm making two of them, and I'm making them out of the same digi kit, and they're gonna be sold in one of the Defy auctions. So I'm trying to get them
Cool.
finished so I can get them to her by November so she can put them in that auction.
Those are really pretty.
That'll be
It is
good.
a very pretty digi kit. It sure is. This is the first time I've ever really used a digi kit, and so it's a completely different way of making a journal than I'm used to doing.
We can't leave any little spaces not done, can we?
No,
No.
not on that. It would stand out.
Yeah, uh-huh. Now the problem is I'm sure that I'm going to have missed one. You know how that goes? And then I'll get this all done, and I'll go, what didn't I do? You know, what is causing me grief because I can't see whatever it is.
Oh, I forgot. I was going to do something to this.
Uh-oh. What were you going to do?
Oh,
Thank you, Holly.
I was going to do squiggly lines. I forgot. I got it right out here so it would remind me.
Sherry says your books are pretty, Lisa.
Thank you.
Or I should say she likes them is what she says. And so does Mary.
This one here that I made into this little pocket is this same piece right here. I just tucked this in
And made a pocket.
Made a pocket.
Oh, that's really neat.
Rather than making it open like this.
Uh-huh.
And so one of the purposes of these books, I mean, besides just being a journal to sell, is to show different ways to use a DigiKit.
The DigiKit, yeah.
So I'm gonna put this one in like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the center hole punch inside, because it would be difficult to get something out of it.
That's pretty.
And I'm going to use a bigger punch because I think the little bitty one just, I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta, just take what makes it look right.
How strange.
What?
I picked up this print with this color. It still had red underneath. That was one thing. So I mixed with the red and made something.
Something. From here, it looks kind of gray.
It does. It's not at all what I expected.
It's pretty though.
It's very pretty, but it is kind of gray. Mindy wants to know, did you put that on cardstock or on copy paper?
This one, Mindy, I printed them out, and I printed them on several different papers. This one is on a heavyweight, like resume paper that's cream colored. And this one is on copy paper, and then I coffee dyed it afterwards. And then this one is on a onion skin paper, and this one is on just regular white copy paper, and I glued them together. So I did it with a bunch of different papers. This book, and this is why I'm doing 2 books, because she printed stuff, Tammy Porter, printed stuff out and sent it to me like she will send it to the artist. And hers printed all the way to the edges and mine didn't. So that's why mine is making a smaller book, because I had to trim off edges. And hers printed all the way, and she printed on a really nice weight, heavier weight copy paper. And she printed pretty much everything on that same weight of paper. So it's even the tags and everything are printed on that same weight of paper, but it's a lot heavier weight. Then she printed some on vellum. So I've got a stack of things that she printed off that I'm going to fix for this journal. But when I printed them off on several different papers because I wanted to see what the different papers would do. And I wanted to, show that you can use them in ways besides just the way they come in the kit. So liquid pearls, yes. That's another one of those things like the Nouveau drops or the stickles or whatever. And I think liquid pearls, and I think Pam uses liquid pearls and Nouveau drops. I think she uses them both. She has quite an extensive collection. And I only know that because sometimes she pulls out her bin and you can see that she's got every color. But she's like the rest of us. She has all those colors, but she uses certain ones more than, and some of them you hardly ever see her use. So my advice is to buy a color you love and don't worry about having all the colors for that reason.
Yeah, because I only bought one, and I'm glad I did because I tend to not use it. It sits there. and does not get used the way it should.
I bought a little set of them, of these, whatever these are, the recollections ones, at Tuesday morning is the only reason I have them at all, because they were, I think the whole set was like $4.99 at Tuesday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so I felt like I could, I could play with them and see what I thought that way. And the gold is the only one I've used very much at all.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a copper, I would have used it, but there wasn't one. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this together to make like a envelope. The other one I did in here, let's see, where is it? And I have a video on everything that I've done in here up to this point. So if you're interested in how I made this, you can watch that. And it's a playlist called Two Journals from One DigiKit. But I made this one where it's just glued right here so you can open it and stick things in.
Oh, that's cute. Mm-hmm.
And you could glue this down and still do the same thing, but it's pretty on the back too. So that's why I'm sticking it in with a
Paper clip.
paper clip, and then whoever buys the journal can do what they want to with it. If they want to glue it in somewhere, they can. I also just cut a piece out of a page and glued it on to make a pocket. I'm trying to show that you don't have to only use the pockets that they provide.
Right.
You can make other pockets other ways. Where's the other one I did that was, and this one I just made kind of a pockety tuck spot out of a flower that I cut off one of the pages. So. But there wasn't anything in the kit that would actually fit in this little envelope. And so I'm thinking I'm going to, of course, have to make something to go in there. I don't want to put an empty envelope in there.
No, you can't have an empty envelope. You got to have something on it. Yeah.
That just seems wrong. Bye, Heather. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Heather.
Good having you here.
Bye, Heather.
Good grief. It's 4:45 already.
I know.
We still gonna try to gather for Christmas journal, Lisa?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we don't have to have everything. We can just show what we've gathered so far.
Yeah, because I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to get everything together. And you're gonna host, aren't you?
That's you. I think it was supposed to be your week this week.
Yeah, it's supposed to be my week, but why don't you host and I'll just host next week.
Okay. That works.
And that way we're just, because everybody kind of knows we're here this week. So Thursday, guys, at 2:00 Central Time, we're gonna kind of get together some of our Christmas stuff for our Christmas journals.
Yeah, next month we're going to build Christmas journals.
Mm-hmm.
And embellish and do whatever we want to in them.
Yes, we're going to just play with Christmas stuff. So, and we will probably get started Thursday, but it's just that's what we're going to work on.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't take us hours to show you what we've got. So might as well go ahead and start.
And I honestly have not decided exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I think I have an idea now.
Well, good.
The fact that I found something kind of cool while I was in Wetumpka.
I have an idea of what I want to do. I just haven't found the book to use to do for my cover.
Well, and see, that's what happened. I found a book for my cover while I was in Wetumpka.
Yay.
Susan is challenging us to do a marathon. What does that mean? Like go for longer?
To stay up all night? Well,
No.
We'll have to talk about it. But part of the
Thursday,
problem
I get to sit and watch.
Say, Barbara's already decided she doesn't want to do a marathon. So
no.
And part
what
of
do you
the
think 3 hours is?
We can't sit here that long. Plus, some of us have to work.
My voice gets tired.
Yeah.
Okay, I added a little flower onto that.
Oh, that's cute.
Using
Now,
the
That's
papers
pretty.
that match the leaves over here.
are you happy with the flowers now?
I'm happy with this one.
Okay.
See there?
I'm happy with this one.
Okay. So,
So I'm hoping I'll be happy with more of them as I go.
well, and you may have to make more colors and pieces to make them do what you want, just the way it is. You might have to, I don't know,
And I
build
could
up
go
your
ahead and put the
inventory
tag
of.
here and leave it open like this.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, that's cute.
So that's a possibility. And here's a tag that will be cute in it, but I need to add something to it.
Susan said, "Oh, I couldn't do it. Just challenging you to do something I'm not willing to do. It's the American way."
There you go.
And Frank says, "I love that choruses of no. It means you craft till you drop." Okay. Craft till we drop.
Well, that wouldn't be a very long marathon, probably. We can.
Tanya, Holly asked, when are we going to start the new little journal number 2?
Just a minute. Let me answer Lizzie's question first because I saw it first and it's in my brain first. Lizzie, Thursday at 2 Central Time. 2 Central Time is 3 Eastern Time. When starting the little journal 2, you mean for Totally Junk Journal, our second signature? Oh, little journal 2, Sunday.
Little journal.
I'm finished with my I'm finished with mine, so I'm going to start the new one on Sunday.
Oh, goody! I'm ready.
We'll probably start. That'll probably be our first project. Now, whether or not we do much in our Totally Junk Journal, I don't know because I really have to work this week, so I am not sure how much I'm going to get ready and prepared. But as far as doing a page in the little journal, that will be easy. I can do that in my sleep.
There you go.
I don't plan anything. I just open the book, I pick a page, and I take the junk that's on my table and I make something.
There you go.
That's it's more intuitive. I don't have to figure it out. I just sit here and here's a piece of this and here's a piece of that, and whether these are still here on Sunday, I don't know.
That's one of the things I really love about working in that little journal is I just have a box of scraps and I pull stuff out, and every once in a while I put new scraps in my box. And
well, and I usually pick up whatever's on my table unless I've cleaned my table really clean. And then there's an issue because, then I have to find a few little pieces, but I have scrap boxes. One day I used the matches off of my work table behind my bead table. So, that's the one thing I love about that little journal. And it's small, so it's not a huge project. But yes, Holly, I will be starting that on Sunday. We all got very quiet very quickly.
Well, we know we're on the countdown.
Trying to get one more thing accomplished.
Yeah, exactly. One more thing finished.
Well, I'm not going to get this finished because I haven't got its little doodads on or anything like that, but that's okay. I got more things done, and that's all that really matters. I got a few.
Oh, that's good, Holly. She started cleaning her craft room, so she should be able to find
Oh
more
yeah.
scrap.
Yay!
That adds something to that.
Thank you, Janet. That's so pretty. And Lisa, it may be the colors that you pick the colors, but they're just not talking to you today, too. That could.
Well, this book, I mean, the digis are beautiful,
Uh-huh.
but it's not my style.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And so that's what happens when you're working with something that is not really you. It you have a harder time with it.
Yep.
And so any of you who are choosing a DigiKit, choose one that you really think, oh, I love it. I'm not a DigiKit person, and so this has been a little bit of a struggle and a learning curve for me. I like using digitals in my art, but I don't usually use a kit. I just use digital ephemera or something. Does that make sense?
Oh,
Yep. Complete and total sense.
I want to answer Mindy's question.
Alrighty.
I have 3 of these brushes. I could get more because they're only $1, right? So this one is for browns and lights and warms, and this is for darker and black, and this is for blues and greens. So no, I don't clean the brush.
Are those from Dollar Tree, dear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
they're from Dollar
one
Tree.
size at Dollar Tree.
What'd you say, Lisa?
I said I've only seen them in one size at Dollar Tree.
Ah.
Oh, they were in 2 sizes the last time I went.
Oh, that's cool. Well, when I bought some that are different sizes off of Amazon because our Dollar Tree never had those, and of course they got some right afterwards.
You really should read
Right.
Roy's comment to Holly.
What did he say?
Holly,
Alrighty.
when you are done, I'll send you my address, and you can coordinate coming over to organize my hoard, and I can go fishing while you work.
That sounds like a
That
plan.
sounds like a good deal.
Mhm. Did I say that out loud? OMG. And Holly says you're not going fishing without me. So there you go. Hi, Melissa.
Maybe you could pay her for her time by taking her fishing. There you
There
go.
you go. Beautiful black sea bass being caught right now. Woo! Jeffrey hasn't been fishing forever. Now they went fishing. They went dirt fishing while we were in Alabama. Do y'all know about dirt fishing?
I don't know anything about dirt fishing.
Now, dirt fishing is when you take a metal detector and you go out hunting for things in the dirt.
Now, I've
And
done that. I didn't know it was called dirt fishing.
yeah, it's called dirt fishing, and because you're digging into dirt, see. And Jeff found a penny and a whole bunch of junk, a piece of a kid's pedal car. They think, but it's aluminum. And the man walked right over, and Ronnie come in behind him and found a Wetumpka tax token.
Oh, cool.
How fun.
Yes, Ronnie has oh, there it is, Jeff. There it is. It is pouring.
Oh.
And this is not the storm. This is just in front of the storm. This is why we came home to move things to higher water, though, because it is just like dumping out there. Higher water.
Here's another little tag.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's lovely. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Ronnie has a whole collection of Wetumpka sawmill coins. He's got 2 5-cent pieces and 2 50-cent pieces that he says he's never seen anybody ever have other than the 2 he's got.
Yeah.
Then he's got a whole range in between. And they were coins that the sawmill gave their workers that they spent only in the sawmill store. That was back when coal mines did it. Lots of companies did it. Um, and then uh, he's got lots of tax tokens. Oh, he's got just an amazing collection of things that he has found. Jeffrey can't even find an old penny. He had to find a new penny. But someday, someday he'll find something.
Yeah.
Ronnie found a man's class ring. The man had lost it before he graduated from high school.
Oh, wow.
He was in his late 70s, early 80s, something like that, when Ronnie found
Oh,
it.
wow.
And Ronnie researched and researched and researched and found who it belonged to by
Oh,
going
wow.
back in the school records and contacted the man, and the man was just ecstatic. He never thought he'd ever see it again. And
Oh,
Ronnie
God.
said, a keepsake like that is something you have to see if you can find its owner.
That
Ronnie
is so
sounds
cool.
like a good guy.
Oh, he's a fabulous guy. They found some gal's engagement ring last two times ago when they went to the beach. Um, it had some kind of engraving in it that um there's like a lost and found on Facebook for the beach area, and or something that Ronnie posted a picture of the ring. It was just, it wasn't a big fancy diamond or anything. It was just a very sweet little engagement ring, and it had something in it that she could identify. And he got it back to her before they ever went home, and she was just in tears when he gave it back to her.
Oh,
So
I bet.
Okay. Y'all want to see a show before we go?
okay,
Yeah, just a second. Let me make you big.
I just played with a stencil on this one and got some more of the shape out of it. This is the same one. I'll use probably most of these things I'll use on card fronts.
that's so pretty. I really like that. I agree. It looks very steampunk punky.
It does. I like it too.
And that's
I'm going
really
to cut
pretty.
some of these. That's pretty. It's a nice little stencil. I'm going to cut these up and put them on top of one of these backgrounds for a card.
Oh, that'll be cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm kind of using a lot of the same colors in here. Oh, I really like this stencil.
I do too. That's a really
Pretty.
cool stencil.
Yeah. So these were the things I did at the early part of our session with the alcohol inks.
And I think those are gorgeous.
Yeah, I do too. That's pretty. The pink looks good on there. And then I tried another one of my dragonflies a couple times.
Yep. I want that stencil. I'm going to have to go find her.
April Sproul Studios. Yes. Yes. Tell her I sent you.
I will.
Here's another one of the alcohol inks. This is just dipping it, just dropping it in on top of a stencil. And this one was carefully coloring on the same stencil in the little holes, coloring with these Spectrum Noir pen colored alcohol markers.
Bye, Janet.
So,
Bye, Janet.
bye, Janet. So I really love both of these styles. These are really yummies. I'm going to have to do this again. I didn't do it today on mine because it takes like 45 minutes to get the thing prepped. So it's like, oh God.
Yeah, that's a little.
It's like
time.
watching glue dry.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I really like this one a lot. So that's my show and tell.
Cool.
Okay, Miss Lisa. Your turn.
You got my turn? I don't have that much to
Yeah,
show
your
and
turn.
tell.
Okay, well, I'm okay. That's fine. You do it, and then I'll.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going back and forth, back and forth.
Okay.
Basically, I cut out a whole bunch of stuff,
Oh.
and I made 2 little tags. That's pretty much it. So now,
Oh, Lisa, Holly just put in the Sproul Studio link.
oh, thank you, Holly.
Thank you. Oh, I got the Oh, and see, look at how that came out. It's looking real good. It'll when it dries completely, it'll be just fine.
That's lovely. I love
that
it.
came out for being silver. It came out like I wanted it to, which is looked more aged. And I put the paper on the spine, and I got that done, and that's all I did to that. Let's see if this is dry enough to pick up. I did. Okay. I glued these down, and I Mod Podged it.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm gonna have to Mod Podge it again. Well, it's all this stuff I got from the bug book. You know, from
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Use those. And it's just another one of the envelope. I'm gonna make an envelope folio. And I'm going to put some bugs on the outside and just put some creamy colored paper on the inside. And probably do a wrap, some kind of wrap closure on it. So
thank you, Nancy. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
And
Holly
then
specifically for the dragonfly. Thank you, Holly.
Ooh, great. I finished up a little doodling on this, and I'm doodling on the inside, and I put the paper on this so that I can finish this one.
Oh.
Well, I needed 4. I've got 4 of them. I'm going to put 4 of them together in a notebook. So this is the last one I got to get done so that I can finish the outside. Hi, Nancy. Oh, she was here earlier. Anyway, so I got to finish this, and then I can do the other video of the cover and what I'm going to do for the cover. So that's what I got done. You can go back to all 3 of us. And where is Flo? Haven't seen her for a couple of days anywhere. Ooh.
No, where is she? What's she doing?
I hope she's okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Of course, I've been gone, so I
haven't seen her anywhere.
So
I haven't seen her online.
Well, and I don't know if she's on Facebook the way, you know.
No.
I just figured out another way to use this.
Okay.
I can glue that down, which makes a pocket. And then put a little glue right in this corner and make a tuck spot.
Oh, that's an awesome idea. So it's like it's got two spots to tuck something in.
Yeah.
You may have to make some little things to tuck in there though, because that so that
I'm gonna have to make some little things.
Some little things, yes, you're gonna have to.
So DigiKit people, think about if you make little pockets, you need to make little things to go in the pockets. Of course, I don't mind there not being little things to go in the pockets because I like making my own stuff. So maybe that's what they're counting on.
Yep. Well, I think I'd finished doodling this, so all it really needs now is its little little button closure thingies. So.
But I could even just do this.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. And yep, and that's pretty that way.
And I can take some of these because there are a bunch of them and trim them down. You know, make them smaller, or take some of these and make them smaller and make them fit in here. I'm going to have to do a video on that because I think that's a good hint. So, And since I didn't get much done, I'll have to make another embellishment video anyway.
You could put little
Well, you
brass
cut all
on
those
the envelope
flowers.
to close it with wax thread. Are you talking to Lisa or to me, Susan? No Facebook. She emails. Okay, Holly. I'll have to see if I've got her email somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think I do. I have her snail mail address, but I don't have her email address.
Yeah. Disclosure to Lisa. Lisa, she's talking about having your pocket.
Oh, yes, I could do that.
Because that's what I'm going to do to these, Susan, is put disc closures in there.
And I think that, well, I could do it to this one, but it would, mess with my tuck spot a little bit. But, and it could, that could close behind whatever you tuck in here.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
But it would be good to do with this one as well. And I could use these maybe stacked
As
something else.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't know if I have a brad. Well, I probably do have a brad big enough.
Take your 1/4 inch hole punch. And punch out from some of your scrap, and won't that fill up that hole? And then punch a little tiny, punch a little tiny thing. If you put a 1/4 inch hole piece on the front and the back of that, it probably would.
Yeah, or maybe if I do 3 of them, do each one.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do 2, you might as well do 3. It won't hurt.
Yeah.
Good ideas. Thank you much.
Okay.
Or tiny Velcro dots. Oh, I can't do it now because it's in the house. But I watched. I'm trying to remember if it was Joie de Fille or if it was 49 Dragonflies, but she was making these little pockets, and she had these tiny, tiny, really strong little magnets that she was using to close them.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, that is so cute. I want to do that. So I ordered some, and I ordered the size that she had, and I knew they were small, but I ordered 200 of them because that was the size, the amount I could get. And my box came, and it was this long and this wide in a square. And it had 200 of those little magnets in it, four rows of 50. And it was like tiniest little box. I was like, wow, those are really small. But they'll work good in journals because they're so thin.
Because they're so thin. Would you send me the link to that? Because I have not been able to find really thin ones.
I'll be glad to. Yeah, will do.
So,
and these are really thin. They're like 5 millimeter by 1 millimeter.
Okay. Yep. That would be perfect. And
can you use those magnet sheets?
They are not really as strong as you think they are, Barbara.
That's true. They're not very strong at all.
Inside something, they're not really strong. What she's probably ordered is neodymium magnets.
Yes,
they're very strong. And honestly, one of those and a little tiny thin washer, and they're fabulous. And on Thursday,
I need to find some tiny little washers.
On Thursday, I will
any.
tell you a little story about those magnets. Okay.
Okay.
It's hysterical. Okay. It's hysterical. Yes.
And so I wanted to respond. Peg has come back, and Fran said something about your camera track, but I didn't understand what you meant, Fran.
Okay.
And Peg, it's good to have a long conversation with a friend. How lovely.
Amen.
Amen.
And I'm going to go because I'm sure Jeff's wanting to watch his program, and plus we gotta see the news.
Okay. So, I wonder if what Fran's talking about is a way to move her camera, something to move her camera on.
A camera track. Oh, okay.
Maybe she'll tell us.
Tell us in the Facebook group.
Yeah, you could do it, or we could leave this run until she talks a minute. But Tanya had to go, but I can.
Yeah. Bye, Tanya.
There it is. Oh, no. It says, be careful how much card you put between those tiny magnets. So she hasn't said anything about the camera track yet, but.
Okay.
Okay, I got to put all of these things in something.
She's going to post a pic. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Post it. Yeah, post it in the groups.
Do you keep your little glassine envelopes that you buy stencils and things in, Lisa?
Well, like
that? Yeah, put them in there.
This is what these go in.
Right.
But I could put them in here.
That right there.
Yeah. When you said
Night, Holly.
I was thinking of something different. So,
well,
camera track
I don't have words either.
That's okay. I understand.
Night, Holly. Thanks for hanging out.
We appreciate all of you for coming, hanging out with us. We had fun. And I'm dropping them on the floor. That's not good. Well, I'm going to, I really did drop them on the floor. All that other junk that's on the floor that really needs to be swept up. Okay. I'm going to end the broadcast. Bye, gang.
All right.
See you Thursday right
Bye,
here.
everybody.